Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there.
I don't get a break, do I? Hold on, children. Hold on, children. Let's make sure here. Let's make sure. I got to make sure this Wi-Fi signal is right, so that way today we don't have these issues like we've been having before. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you for tuning into the live today. You already know we got a cast reveal for UK versus the World, one of the worst titles to ever be given for anything on any television series. But 9 queens are returning back into a competition setting, with RuPaul herself being the main judge, all the way across the pond over in the United Kingdom. Shout out to my London rant pack. How you doing today? We about to get into this cast, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions. Oh, yes, it's another live review. How y'all doing, babies? Thanks for being here. Yeah. Oh, yes. See, I gave you 2 different hairstyles. 3, actually, this weekend. I gave you a little updo. I gave you a little curl and swirl, as well as a side swoop with the ha-ya bang. Okay? Hope everyone's doing great today. I already see almost 200 of you are in this live. I hope you're doing good. Don't forget the panel was yesterday with my good Judies. That is available now for you to consume and for consumption purposes. So check that out. And then also I did my live review for my live review for season 14, episode 2 is also available. That video just hit 10K and I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for talking about this top. I actually had a former coworker of mine. Her name is Vorgie, and she made this shirt for me. It was actually 2 months before I quit that job and started this YouTube journey. She made this shirt for me, and she was like, I want to make you something nice that says something about you. And so she made this, and it's fabulous. I love the shirt because I can sweat in it, honey. It is no tea, okay? Rant Pack, how you doing? 200 up in this piece. Let me go ahead and highlight. Y'all know you are my co-host for today. What's up, Quayshawn? Sachi, what you doing, baby? Rose, what's tea? Oh, by the way, remember I talked about the Amberlynn universe, right? After I go through this cast, do you want me to start talking about it today? Because I got screenshots. I can start that journey with you. And if you like, I can actually start making that a weekly thing whenever the drama starts happening around that the Foodie Booty universe and the ALR universe. Start doing my weekly. So this is what happened this week. Episodes with them because I am obsessed with that part of YouTube. But yeah, we got lots to talk about today. Rainbow Mo Heart is already going to win from the promo alone, baby. We're going to talk about this. I'm rolling a big one for this. Do that. Maddie's out of it. I'm actually going to take a break. You know, I got to do a little tension moment or something. Little something like, hey, Sachi, what's going on? Hey, the girls. What's going on, Sophia? How you doing? Child, February 1st. That's 2 weeks from now, y'all. This is almost about to begin. We're going to have 2 shows going on at the same time once again, but I'm here for it. Hey, Twink. I love that it says, hey, Twink. Hey, Twink. Sam Mature, how you doing? This is my other YouTube reviewer here for Drag Race. Y'all go check out Sam Mature. How you doing, Maddie? The panel had me cracking up. I'm glad it did because some people weren't really feeling us yesterday, but I had to stay out the comment section after going through a couple of people doing the most. I couldn't do it. Thank you, Sasha. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going here. Daddy wasn't there. Good evening, Mr. Delicious Matty Rants. I'm delicious stuff. All the way from Liverpool, England. Yes. Come on, England. I promise you, I'm going to make my way out there. I am. Everybody who's in London, I'm going to make my way out there and we're going to have a time. I promise it. It's on my list. We get in there. We're going to do this. Doing it and doing it well. I represent Queen. She was raised out of Brooklyn. That's a LL Cool J reference, baby. Thank you. London's in the town. Lady Snubble, one of my favorite screen names. Jujubee needs to be stopped. How's she going to feed them cats, baby? What's up in Romania? I see y'all all over the world, baby. I appreciate y'all. And thanks for loving the blouse. They could have had it called International All Stars and kept it pumping. That was the original name, but okay. That was the original name, but okay. Nicholas, your first Matty Rants live. I always miss him because of the time zone, South Africa girl. So I'm glad to be here now. You're so funny. Thank you, babes. Listen, I realize a lot of y'all are on different time zones, and I have my rant pack across the globe. Okay, I got to keep it real with myself. So I am going to try more often going live a little earlier. I'm thinking of the time zones, so at least if you're over across the pond, you can catch me in the evening time, while us in the States here catch me early afternoons and mornings. That But because of that, I may not have co-host like Dooley and Blake and all of them. They're only available after like 5 and 6, and that's a lot of waiting for me, and I'm ready to talk about shit now. So just so you know, when you see me early, it's more than likely going to be a solo video. Okay. All right. All right. Gay for Satan, I'm about to get you into somebody. Because what I tell you, that's a whole world of YouTube that I didn't believe that I'd ever be in. But man, it's a lot. It's so much drama, but it's so juicy and good. And it's the fact that there's so many YouTubers and other reaction channels that break down everything so perfectly about them. It makes you know that you're actually not insane and everything you're seeing is true. And this person is manipulating the entire system. So, yeah. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate the tip today. Forgot to tip the panel yesterday. Straight fire, as the kids say. Excited about hearing your thoughts today. Absolutely. Let's get this up here. Y'all are in the comments. I appreciate you. I want to go ahead and just bring this up. I'm trying to get everybody up in here. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna start hitting y'all. I just gotta start hitting y'all, girl. I need to calm down about it. No, you can't tell me to calm down when I'm really excited about things, babe. You've said that's something you don't like. You don't have to tune in on that day, but a lot of people want to hear it. So that I'm gonna go on and say as much as I want to. You've been talking about it in her nonstop for days, I swear, and we'll keep swearing and I'll keep doing it. But yes, I'm also doing that because honestly, there's always something out about her. Trust me, there's always something going on. Always something going on. All right, let's do this here. God, y'all better watch how y'all talk. Come on now. Leave me be. Let's go ahead and bring it on in for the cast reveal of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world. Okay. Daddy, I got you in the mentions already. Thank you, Daddy. I appreciate you for being here. Matty, do you watch Cheer? Season 2 was such a mess. No, because no. They shouldn't even had a season 2 after that guy was found with all. I don't believe they should have had a season 2 after that mess. Like real talk, I was very surprised that that show got a season 2. I felt they were taking advantage of that situation, and I also think I'm sad for those victims who were involved with that kind of stuff. At the same time, I don't I don't want something about the way TV sort of works over tragedies and trauma. Yeah, I can't do it. So, but it's funny because my brother actually went to that college. So, and I had a friend of mine graduate from there who was on the cheerleading team many moons ago. So when I tell you, I know all about that kind of Texas cheer bullshit. Trust me. All right. Okay, so this is UK versus the world. A lot of you are asking me, Matty, how we're going to watch this in the States. It is going to be on Wow Presents Plus on a Tuesday. So February 1st is the premiere date. That's going to be in the evening time for BBC 3 and iPlayer people over there in the UK. Everybody else is going to have it for Wow Presents Plus. So if you're in the States, just like how it was for Drag Race UK, it's more than likely going to be very early in the day on a Tuesday that we watch the episode, okay? That means that I more than likely will have the review. If I will more than likely wait till the next day just to make sure everybody can catch the episode. So that way it's not like I'm jumped in the middle of the evening and y'all in the UK and overseas are asleep while I'm talking about the show, because I know y'all like to be live with me too. We'll have that video on Wednesday. So it premieres Tuesdays. I'll be doing the reviews live with you on Wednesday mornings in the States. It'll be afternoon, evening time for you across overseas, babies. Okay. So I'm giving you the schedule now. Wednesdays, these will be the review days, right? That, which lets you know, Drag Race season 14 is Saturdays, Panel Sunday, Euphoria Mondays, UK versus the World Wednesdays. Tuesday will be the day everything to catch up. There you go. Oh, you talk about no. Was it no ma'am? No, it's wait. It's no ma'am, no Pam, no green eggs and ham. There we go. I used to say that a lot. Hit that like button, rant pack, please. What it do? Hit that like button for me, please. You already know it gets me into that algorithm and do what it do. As a Black YouTuber, I need all the help I can get. Trust me, honey, a Black gay YouTuber at that. Also, make sure you get in the comment section after this too. Flow it. Simmer shy. After over a year of following you, I finally caught a live. Yay! I'm so excited. I hate that y'all miss these sometimes. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do this. Oh, again, you busy, girl? Yeah, busy. The thing is, I already knew once January started, I said, okay, get ready, everybody, because it's going to be light at first for the first couple of weeks. I already knew this was going to come out in February. I kept so much to myself. I knew about all this way along. A lot of us knew the cast, but when I tell you I knew about this a long time ago, I knew about this. So I was waiting for them to drop this. We should have low-key had this last year. I think they were smart to bring it in this year with season 14. But however, it makes some people look like they've been on TV a lot. I ask again why it's not called International All-Stars. The reason why it's not called International All-Stars is because it's being specifically done with the RuPaul Drag Race UK formula, blend, etc. For example, Drag Race UK seasons 1, 2, and 3, right? We've had 3 seasons of Drag Race UK. We haven't had 4 yet. I'm hoping, right? Yeah, because it's Viv, Lawrence, Crystal, right? So this is the 4th season in the Drag Race UK formula, okay? It's a little bit of a cutaway to how Drag Race did seasons 1 through 4, and then there was an All Stars. Yep. Okay, keep it going, Matt. Instead of it going to season 4 and all starring it, it's more like 1, 2, 3 international all stars, but UK. So UK versus the world. Very that. I think it's 6. I think it may be 6 episodes, Camry, versus 5. I think it is 6 episodes versus 5. Yeah, I think there may be something that happens in between that where there may be a little extra in between. From my understanding, it's 6 episodes. I don't believe it's 5. I think it's 6. Yeah. Normally in these kind of seasons, it's like 6 episodes. Let me go through that. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. How to get that order in my brain. It'll be 6. So 5 eliminations and then a finale, basically. So 5 people will be eliminated. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the finale will be episode 6. So not necessarily a mini season, Dre Balenciaga, but sort of like a test run. If you remember All Stars 1, that was low key the tip 2. It was very short. They did teams. Like, what was this? What was that even? What was it? You know what I mean? It'll be on Wow Presents Plus, as you can see over here in the corner. For those of us who don't have BBC 3 iPlayer, everybody else will be BBC 3 iPlayer. So you do need to have your Wow Presents Plus subscription in order to have this. I disagree, Alejandros. I think this sounds like a great show. I don't think it sounds bad at all. Again, this is a way of testing things out in the water to see if we even want this, because a lot of people say they like things to happen, and then when they get them, they don't really mean that. So I'm going to keep a positive spirit on this one. And if y'all don't mind, I'm just going to keep that going. I'm really not. And I have to do this for season 14 too, because I had someone tell me I'm not keeping it real in my comments. And I was like, bitch, not only am I keeping it real, but I'm also letting go of all my feelings of this should be, this should that, and I want and I need. It's not saying you're doing the same, but for me personally, I'm walking into these experiences with a positive attitude, so that way that my outcome won't already be negative by the moment I step in the door. I need to go through it first and then say whether or not I'm going to be pissed off at this or not, because I'm sure something's going to happen that's going to make me angry. It always does every season. Either way. Whew. Da, 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 da. I don't think it'll be Holland versus the world. It would be interesting if they did that, Max, but I have my nerves tell me it may not be the same. Yeah. I have a feeling that it will be UK. I still think that's dumb to do, even with that. And I hear you, Max, and maybe that is the case. I still think that's dumb because it's like how would we keep up? UK versus the world. Then 3 years later, it's Holland versus the world. Huh? Don't let it be Down Under versus the world, girl, please. But let's get to this. Let's get to this. I swear, there's so much about this too. I do agree with this one. Hey, Twink, this is an early season, so if we're gonna do this again, if we're gonna do this again, we're gonna definitely need to have a little bit of a show. We're gonna have to have at least 10 episodes. It needs a full cast, and we do need some España girls on here because, baby, if España had showed up to this, I don't think we would have got the same results. I'm gonna tell you that. Um, I'm Ayana. I see the comment about the American girls having an advantage. Not necessarily. Let's just get into it. Let's do this. Now, as you can see, looking at the cast photo here, this is All Stars 1T down. This is All Stars 1 promo down, 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 down. The down, down. There's a specific reason homogenic that they're picking certain castmates who are able to. Okay. It's going to be more than just your favorite girl is going to be on the show. It's going to be about, can you also speak English? Can you also do this? That I'm guaranteeing you, that's how they're going to do casting for these kind of international seasons. Like they need to at least be able to speak a little bit of English, more than likely, because they will probably be in those settings where everything will be in English, but of course they'll make, subtitles aside and the other for the other girls, but they'll try to keep it that way. So either way, this is All Stars 1. If you remember that trailer, it's very much that. This is very Vaseline filter. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm happy that we got this, but I was like, girl, if this isn't All Stars 1, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You remember that trailer? And it was so cool because that was like our first time getting into the All Stars realm of things. And we were all so excited until we found out there were teams. We were so excited. It was like the best of the best. They had Raven, the first time Jujubee came back. The first time Jujubee came back. Raven, Jujubee, Latrice, Manila, Yara, Alexis, Pandora, Mimi, I'm first. Chad Michaels and Chanel. Like, that was a cast. But then they gave them teams and it was poo. Never do it again. Never do it again. Never do it again. Emma, they better eliminate girls unlike Italia and make it a top 3. Also, love you, Matty. Love from Canada. Thank you, and love back to you in Canada. You got girls representing Canada, Emma. I know that's real. Let me do this too. I'm gonna put it downstairs. If y'all did want to leave me a little tip in the jar, it's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Not necessary because that thumbs up is just as powerful for me, and I'd appreciate a thumbs up on this video as well. But again, thanks for tuning in. We are talking about UK versus the world. Y'all remember voting for them on Facebook? LOL. I do, because I voted for Adore Delano that year. I voted for I didn't vote for Penetration. I don't know who was it I voted for instead of her. It was Penetration that won, but I voted for somebody else. I forget who the other one was too, but this is when Facebook actually was legit still in a decent. We didn't know it was going into the pits of hell for what it was worth. But yes, that was when, Mark Zuckerberg was still a little more human. I need Rue to hire some translator for these queens because they are being denied expressing their art just because they don't speak English. True. True. At the same time, it's also like, if they have translators that, Kevin, you know what? I can't find a way around that one. I think that would actually be helpful. It could be fun. RuPaul could play into it. It could be something where the translators have fun while they're helping translate for the queens. But also, are they going to have the translators with them the entire time when they're walking around the workroom? And how is that going to look like on a human level, having that conveyed back and forth when they're trying to talk to each other about something serious versus just on the runway. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's so many things, so many levels to this. Check. Angeria. Okay, let's move on to the cast right now so I can just start going into this. Starting in the UK, seeing as how this is UK versus the world, we've got Baga Chipz from season 1 of Drag Race UK. I'm happy to see Baga. I'm happy to see Baga Chipz back. She was funny as hell. Also, she was really sweet when I met her in person. For Baga Chipz, though, her drag was not really the best on the planet for that season. She was really there on personality and being funny. And y'all know I'm telling the fucking truth. You know I'm telling the truth. Sister was hilarious. Hilarious. But as far as like the aesthetic wise, Mama was always like a 5 to 6, okay? But she is very, very popular in the UK now. She's on damn near every television program. I always see Baga Chipz in something. So for Baga, I think she's going to have to play a game if she's going to stay long. She can't be friend. There's no friendships in this game for her. If RuPaul likes her because she's funny and she gets a chance to, she's going to have to take some steps. That is the only way I'm going to see Baga Chipz going far in this competition. I'm going to be real with you. Because what I've seen, it hasn't been. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else we get from her. 5 to 6 generous queen, Matty. She wasn't always horrible. There were some good looks. There were some good looks. Jara, I'm not allowed to talk about Matty, girl. I was called bias. I was called bias, girl, for Matty from the panel. They got on us, girl. They said we were too critical of Matty yesterday. We're not allowed to speak on him. Nope. Can't talk about him. Can't do it. Nope. Matty's protect Matty Morphosis. We're not allowed to talk about him. Nope. Can't speak on him no more. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm just not even going to the comment section for the panel last episode. I'm sorry. After last night, I went through a couple things and I just was like, girl, I I can't do it for my own sanity. I'm gonna have to let y'all be. Drag me if you want to, but I'm not gonna be a part of it no more. No, ma'am. Pedro, what's up, baby? Hey, Matty, did you see the Brits no longer have to pay for the BBC in taxes? So that means that for the DR UK4, they can do money prizes for challenges on and that whole show. Yes, Pedro, I am fully aware of that. And, you know, it's interesting you say that because could this possibly apply to the girls here? I know that would be super helpful for Blue, Baga, and Cheryl coming up because they didn't get no money. They got badges. So I'd be a lot happier for them for that, okay? It's annoying, but I'm okay with it. Again, they were saying we were being too sensitive over the fact that RuPaul outed this man on television, and they're like, "It's a straight man. Like, what are you talking about?" Da, 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 da. And my whole thing is, everyone has a right to their own opinion, and I get it. I just don't like it when someone's opinion in the comment stems out of a point of one person saying something, and then they group the entire group of us together. Like, that's what I don't like. It's y'all, and it's like, y'all, who is y'all? Because me and that person didn't say that, and this didn't say that. But then you take one person's point and you put it all of us in there, and it really drives me. So I then feel like I can't bring anybody on to say anything because, like, every time we make a point, da, 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 da. So I've let it go. I just don't want to be in the comments for that one anymore. I move on. Like, I just have to move on from it because I like to say what the fuck I want to say. Okay. I just want to say what the fuck I want to say. We'll see what this does. We'll see what this does. I'm here for the bag. I love me some bag. Blue Hydrangea is next. I live for this look. I'm gonna be real with you. You know, this is kind of fire. I love this look. I love this look a lot. Blue has definitely done some upgrades. I can see that. Very much here. Very much here. Hold on, Chuck, what you talking about? I think that stems from people not knowing how to converse properly. I figured that. I've also learned to just pray. You know what I'm saying? I just pray, baby. I put that in God. I can't do nothing about it. I want people to say what they want to say. I'm moving in. And sometimes people use y'all to refer to the chat and everyone's confused. That'd be me, Camry, because I'd be like, well, who said that? And when did that happen? It I have to stay at the chat sometimes. That's all. Just let everybody do what they do. On the blue, though, this is cute. I love a little spike ball moment. The colors are fabulous. I agree with that, Japan. The colors are fabulous. Hold on. He wanted them to see him as a good queen, not a, oh, he's good for a straight guy. Oh my God, that song got in my head. Uh, who sings it? I don't, da, 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 pretty fly for a white guy. Yeah, that's the song. Oh no. I read that in the song format. Oh my God. Thank you, Ayana Londa. I know. As I read it, I heard it in the song. I'm sorry. Let's get back to blue here. Oh my gosh. You took me back with that one. I'm sorry. And I know you weren't even trying to. It just my brain. Oh God. Yeah, this is fabulous. I'm here for the look. If you haven't seen Ricky, like Alicia, stop. Okay. The Meet the Queens, for those of us in the United States, because it's on the BBC iPlayer, I believe, for the UK, it's on YouTube. Some guy named Sean has posted all of them. So if you want to watch their Meet the Queens, you can see all of them. And I liked Blue's. Blue definitely is giving me a lot of confidence, self, worth is there. She's like, I'm coming to play, and I believe it. I've been following Blue for a little while now too. Blue is that girl. So she's on my list of people who I think is possibly going to take the crown. I think Blue's going to come in here, and there will be no Vivian to stop this. There won't be a Davina DeCampo in her way. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, Blue, let me see what you got. But I'm excited to see our Hydrangea do this again. Sky Black King. Okay, let me make sure. Matty, did you watch Italia? Honestly, not as bad as people say. Electra deserved it, and considering the obstacle from the Italian audience and TV industry, that they did their best coming from an Italian. So I didn't hate Drag Race Italia. I just thought the way it was formatted was strange. And the eliminations were a little bit weird in terms of that one episode where they had that incident happen and they brought him back and da 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 da. It just was a lot. But I don't hate the show. I didn't hate the show. And I also think that they need to have a better translator for the subtitles, because there was an incident that seemed like was somewhat racist from my standpoint of not knowing anything about anything in Italian culture. And something that was said came off to be almost that. And then I had to have it explained. So it almost ruined my experience of watching that show, which is why I say it's nothing wrong with the show. It's just the way they translated it. I think they need to fix that a little bit. And then also, if they're going to do it again, can we not do any bit of that format? Like, please, please. It was so weird. But Sky Black, let's do that later, babe. And I know you want to talk about that right now, but I respect you, but you see we're on UK versus the world. Let's have that towards the end of this. Let me get through this cast first, baby. I want to give you time, but I'd rather have this be the time until we get to after us talking about it, and then I can give you all the world, baby, okay? Let's continue forward here with Blue Hydrangea. Next up is Cheryl Hull. All right. I am so nah, that's a lie. All right. So Cheryl's there, and I'm excited somewhat to see Cheryl there, but I'm also like, I have a thing about Cheryl that really bothered me, and it's probably not her fault. It's probably whoever hired her for the gig, but they had her for a voguing thing that they were doing, and she was it was very it wasn't educational, and then she called a dip a death drop, and it wasn't given the proper terminology, and so she was teaching people about how voguing. It really bothered me, but that, I don't think that's her fault. I really want to blame that on whoever like gave that job and didn't get somebody who is actually in the ballroom industry and is in the ballroom scene and does all that. That's that one thing that bothers me about Cheryl. That has nothing to do with her. I blame the people for that. But it really bothered me when that baby was like, and when you death drop, no, honey, it's a dip. Stop. Don't do that. Cheryl will be a good time. Cheryl's been a good time before. I liked her on that show she did with the Viv when they were just talking about TV shows. And I also saw something else she did where she was like on farming in the UK. She's a good time. I don't like this look, but I like her wig and she's entertaining. So I'm expecting a good time from Cheryl, but I'm also like, let's see where this goes because there were a few times I didn't think you should have got far with whatever was happening in the last season. Just being honest, I don't hate Cheryl though, but I want to see what she got because I don't not this look. The wig is great though. Oh, the wig is great. The wig is great. The wig is great. It is a heart. That's a heart on the corset right here. Let me get my little finger over here, baby. You see this little boom for the bust, and then how it comes down the middle. It's giving that light illusion. Yeah, very that. But we'll see what Cheryl's got. You know, Cheryl's a dancer. I just don't, again, that voguing thing really pissed me off. It really did. Like, stop doing that, y'all. Oliver, it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, every time they mention it, it'd be killing me. And people in the ballroom scene fucking hate that shit. It's like, please stop doing that. Because then you got people coming to the balls going, girl, did you see that death drop? No, mama, no one did that. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going here. Cheryl, you know what, Cheryl? Yeah, let's see what Cheryl got. Cheryl's going to be some kind of good TV. She's going to be some kind of good TV. Lucia, I see you on my PayPal. And I see you as well, Takara, on my Cash App. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate y'all, babes. Moving forward. On to Drag Race, Canada's Drag Race. Lemon has been announced for the cast. Lemon gives you life. Mama don't want no pads ever. She don't want not one. She don't ever want a pad. You know what? Go for it, Lemon. Go for it, bitch. Them legs look good. I'm gonna tell you that. Them legs look good. I'm gonna give her legs some credit. Them legs look good. 540 up in this piece. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I'm happy Lemon is there. You know, Lemon is, you know, without a hip. You know what I'm saying? She's without a hip as usual. But I will say this is cute. It's kind of cute. It's really cute. You know, I hate a highlighter wig, but I like the little pony. I'm here for that. That hairline's downstairs. Her lips, she got a little pump in the lip. There's a little plump in the lip, little pump the boom, little bound and boom. Hiya, a little bit. Yeah, but I'm here for it. The legs do look good. I do like a little bit more of a zzzum when you give it a shape, but that's just my feel for it. Girls don't have to do that. Them legs are right. Yeah, the legs are right. The legs are right. She's either going to have a great run or a terrible one. And not to say that Lemon's not capable of doing well. It's just how is she going to be perceived compared to the other queens and competition style. Do you feel what I'm saying? So I'm hoping for the best. I am worried for her because of who she's up against. She's not going against like regular degular. Well, some of them, she got competition. Okay. So let's keep on moving forward here. My favorite queen from Canada's Drag Race. Woo! Jimbo is back in the competition. You want to talk about somebody that brings it? Oh, we love some Jimbo. We remember Jimbo from season 1 of Drag Race, Canada's Drag Race, for being robbed That's such a toxic word. Well, we all felt it. Jimbo got this close to top 3. This close. I blame her fashions at the time, but honestly, Jimbo is fucking hilarious. A complete oddball with knowing fully what they're doing. The breasts are obnoxious. Everything is completely insane, and it's all a fever dream in the right reasons. So I'm excited to see what Jimbo does. And again, still one of my favorite moments of her just walking to the workroom. Oh wow. Complete bimbo ditzy foolishness. I love, love, love some Jimbo. One of the people I would love to meet. But yeah. I am excited for the gym. Excited. See how Mama Jimbo be padding down, okay? Breastplate to the moon, hips padded for God, all of that. All of it. Mm-mm-mm. I'm here for it, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Woo! All right, so now, oh my God. Okay, so I'm getting emotional because y'all know this is my sis and how much I love some Pangina heels. For the girls who got a chance to see the video of me and Pangina at DragCon, check it out. I think I have it posted. Do I still have that posted to my YouTube? I think I still have it on one of my YouTube videos of me and Pangina's interaction, and especially some of y'all were there. Some of my rant pack was physically present when they saw me meet Pangina. When I was like, "Bitch, where it This is one of my favorite folks on the entire planet. I will cut somebody up for some pan, okay? Matty, do you see yourself going to DragCon abroad? Matty, I know the UK one was a mess. I do. Banana Starfish. And the thing is, and it's funny you bring that up, that was what I was trying to do for this year or possibly for next year. I was waiting to see if there's going to be any sort of con to do with drag or whatever out there. And I was going to plan my trip around that. Because your boy just got his passport renewed. And I'm like, girl, I would like to travel now, but bitch, them tickets are expensive, mom, and I gotta find the right place to stay. This ain't like the United States where I can get like an Airbnb kind of thing. I need to do my research before I head on over. But I really want to come. I'm ready to travel the world. Like honestly, I've been dying to. Please immerse me into all the experiences. Help me with the language. I'm there. I'll eat every bit of food you give me. I'm there. All right. Pangina Heels is the co-host on Drag Race Thailand Season 1 and Season 2. We're hoping for Season 3 coming soon. Hopefully. But Pangina was the host on that show. Now, the thing about Pangina being a competitor now versus someone who is on the panel is that Pangina, if y'all don't know this, Pangina is like close to my age range. Maybe, I think Pan's younger than me. Honestly, I think she is a bit younger than me, right? Pan is so good, like so good at their drag, and their drag is so much more. It's way more than just one note. It's not just pageantry. It's not just fashion. She's very campy. She likes to throw a little curveball here and there and make people think about what she's going to do. Nothing's the same. She pays homage to her heritage. She pays homage to her favorite shows. She gives Mariah Carey her time. If y'all didn't know this, Pangina does a nasty Mariah Carey, okay? A good Mariah Carey. Oh yeah, I'm giving her time today. I'm giving the babies I know time. The ones I know, I'm gonna give you time. I love you, Pangina Hills, and I'm very happy to see you in this competition. 33, 32. You think so, Anita? Then she's what, 3 years younger than me? Yeah. She's fabulous. Do you remember Sparkling Alien? Didn't I talk about that one in one of my reviews? Because I was reviewing Drag Race Thailand. I gave that one some time. It was so good. Oh, I love your Carrie Colby avatar. Carrie is that girl. I love her. I want to see what happens. If she doesn't win, I'm gonna feel some kind of way. But not. I mean, it's a competition. If they're smart, they'll get her out, honestly. But Pan is that girl. And she can perform and she can dance too. Oh, as a matter of fact, if she gets robbed this season, they have to bring her back. Pan is good TV. Oh, and Pan is out of drag is so pretty too. Oh, just everything. I love me some Pangina. Go ahead, bitch. Oh, I'm just so happy Pan's in there. Like, yay! Woo! Sister, you've been on my mind. Oh, sister, it's been quite some time. Oh, Mo Beauty. If you don't have a face mask, get some. There's also some lotion, body glitter, and other things too. Shop Mo Beauty. Someone sent her this. I'm dead ass too. Shop Mo Beauty. Listen, y'all know I've been rooting for this bitch since day one. I've been thankful and blessed to have met Monique Hart. Had a good time over there in the club with her, cackle-a-lacking me and Jamar. One of the sweetest people I've ever met. Hilarious in person, all of that, and then the above, child. The ooh-ah-ah sensation. Okay, brown cow, stunning information. Mo Heart is the new branding of the name. Monique Hart is formerly known as, but currently going by Mo Heart for the 2.0 presentation. Cow, purr, honey. I love this look too, by the way, with the wings, a little Nubian goddess, head piece. Okay? It's giving a lot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, her Meet the Queens was good. Banjo Stew. Is that like Banjo and Kazooie? Is that like Banjo and Kazooie? Please tell me it is. It's gotta be Stewie. It's gotta be. Banjo is one of my characters in Smash, by the way. I do play with him often. I'm actually, I'll talk about it later after this. I'm actually starting to get really good at Dr. Mario. I don't even know how that happened, but let me get back to Monique here. Sorry. She is the only Black contestant on the season, which I, of course, am feeling like, really, girl. But at the same time, I get they're trying to do a test season of the show. It's also international, so it's multiple people of color on this show. I'm letting it be, but I'm also like, okay, next season now, we're going to get about 14 hoes up in here. 14, 13, 12. Get a lot. Get a lot of them babies. Get all of us in there. All of us need to be there. It needs to be just like Smash. Everyone's here. I'm happy to see Mo Heart back in the competition. I think she is going to be a threat. I think Mo has had some time to really get that mind together and to really pull themselves into a winner's headspace. I think they were like that for All Stars, but it also was a comeback moment for her where it was like, babe, I got to prove something and let these girls know I am not what that season was giving for 10. But I think that Monique Hart is going to be that girl. I think she's going to give the girls a run for her money. And if she's good, she'll play a good political game. Remind yourselves, y'all, this is All Stars format. This is All Stars format. Political game is necessary. Friendships are needed, and you got to play a right. You can't be everybody's enemy. Okay? So I want to see what's happening here. And yes, Mama has been working out. Yeah. 587 people up in this piece on this live today. Thank you so much for being here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you're new here. Hit that thumbs up. And if you'd like to drop a tip in your boys' pants or a jar, you can do it with paypal.me/MattyRants. Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. Don't forget, I review Euphoria normally on Mondays, but since we had a cast review today, Euphoria's live review will be out tomorrow, and I'm going to be making the announcement on Patreon that the reaction I'll be posting also tomorrow in the morning as well. Let's move forward here. See you, Mo. See you soon. I'm good with the pants. Them pants fit. Is the jar in your pants? Wait, hold on. Let me see. What is in here? Let me just pull something out. I don't know. Well, this was in my pants. Why was that? Well, we know why that was in there. It's been so long. It's been so long. Do you accept food stamps? Girl, I'm not trying to go to jail for that. I'm not trying to go to jail for that. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, listen. You know damn well there's junk in that trunk. All the butt workout I be doing every day. You damn Skippy. Them donkey kicks and them fire hydrants I be doing. Leg up, leg to the side. I do 30 what, 4 reps of 30. Yeah, that's why my legs be hurting all the time. I need to work on my arms better. Jujubee from season 2, All Stars 1, All Stars 5, right? 4, 5, 5. Yeah. Season 2, All Stars 1, All Stars 5, Queen of the Universe. That show on TLC. What's it called? What's the show on TLC called again with BB Zahar Benet and Thorgy and Alexis? You know, everybody else's fault but her. Michelle. Yeah. What was that show called again? Drag It Up? Drag It? Oh, Drag You. Don't forget Drag You. There we go. Got to keep on naming. Just keep naming shows. Dragnificent. There we go. Dragnificent. Thank you. Thank y'all. There we go. There, Drag Me Down the Aisle. Yep, that's another one. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn. You've been in a lot of stuff. You know what, girl? Get your checks. Get your checks. Get your coin. Get your checks, girl. Get them. Season 2, All Stars 1, All Stars 5, Queen of the Universe, Dragnificent, Drag You, UK versus the World, and Drag Me Down the Aisle. Yep. Let's be very clear here, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's booked. I wouldn't be mad at this. I wouldn't be mad at me getting on every show. I know y'all would be probably sick of me too, but I'll be clear. I'd take it. Any chance to be on television to do a better job than what I did before? Any chance to get to redeem myself? Yeah. Even if I don't win, it's like I've been on everything. You'd always turn and see me. I'm getting that check. That check is coming my way. But like, I don't know if Juju's gonna win. And I hope she does really good this season, but it's been kind of where Miss Mama gets so close, but her track record never adds up. But again, Jar over here, we're gonna give my baby some love. Hey, sissy. Hey, my sis. If y'all ever hear me call, hey, sissy, my little brothers call my sister sissy. They don't call her sister. So if you ever hear me say sissy, I'm calling you sister, okay? Hey, sissy. She's good TV. She's great confessional time. Mama cuts the fuck up. I just want to see what we gonna get. I just want to see what we gonna get. That's all. I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Yeah. Fat kitty, I'm not highlighting that. Oh, she's a professional. Mama shows up to work and we always appreciate it. Yeah, like I love Jujubee down. The wig is right. Look at this little number. It is cinched the fuck in. Okay. I don't like the boots at all with this. Because the background is black and they probably did, I don't know if they even told her that was what was going to happen, but because it's that smoky sort of black feel with the shoes, it makes it almost look like she stopped at the thigh and it just blends on in. So I wish she had a different color boot. However, I like the rest of this for what it's worth. She's so pretty. She's so gorgeous. But yeah, we'll see what happened with Juju. I hope for the best. I hope for the best with her, but I am nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous with how her run is gonna look. But I'm gonna take out her whole Queen of the Universe performance. I'm so into you, I can barely move, and all I wanna do is fall into you. Yeah. Now, baby, look what we started. The temperature's rising in your... Waiting for you to make a move before I make a move. Like cause baby come lay me up. You know them nostril was girl. I don't want that again. I love her, but that was horrible. It was. You all know. Like you I have this thing I have this thing about people when they're singing and their nostril is doing all the vocals. And that was all up here. And that's why I was sad for her, because it's like you're supposed to be singing from the diaphragm and you have to get the voice comes up. Like that's how I was taught to sing when I was in the choir back in the day with my choir instructor. My choir instructor, y'all, was from the islands, okay? Mama was from Trinidad and Tobago. She did not play no games, okay? Like that lady had me lay on the ground with my back on the ground. Mind you, the rest of the men's choir sitting over me. It was kind of a dream, but I was like, ooh, okay, let's let this go. But she would take her hand and she'd press on my stomach as I would be singing to get my breath control together. Now, I'm not the best singer in the entire universe at all, but I know about breath control. I know about holding notes, and I know about harmonizing with folks. I can get in the background if I wanted to, and a bitch can rap. However, Mama was singing from the nostril, so I was like, fuck. It's sad because I know she's a decent singer. I liked her little EP. I'm not your puppet, but you're tearing at my heartstrings. I have those songs on my playlist. I'm a fan of Juju, believe it or not. Even though folks like to, he said one bad thing and I'm gonna hold that. No, I like Juju. I love her. But I'm removing that time on Queen of the Universe and I'm gonna throw it over there. And I'm just gonna let it ride. That's it. Let's see her on this. I'm keeping it up. That's that for Jujubee. Actually, I think she should be on Big Brother. Personally, I think she should be on Big Brother. I think that Juju would actually do very well. How Courtney acted on Big Brother, all that political game type of stuff. You have to speak to people and get them on your side so that way they don't vote you in and keep you safe. Yeah, I think personally, Juju would do well in those settings. She'd be everyone's friend. Oh my God, Juju, that she would win. No, that she would win. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think So I'm saying what you said. I think she'd kill Big Brother if they ever put her on the show. Like the celebrity Big Brother, Juju would do great. Everyone would like her, and then all these yeah. Or Pangina, yeah, all tea. Honestly, can they start doing Big Brother drag? Shanice, right while I was saying it. Can they start? Can we do that? I would be really down for a Big Brother drag race scenario. That would be fun. And it's like, yeah, they'd have to get in drag and do all that kind of stuff, but it wouldn't have to be necessary. It wouldn't need to be necessary. It would be for certain challenges. But really, we would just get to know them. Like, honestly, that's the one that Bible Girl always plays like, she know how she trolls being on the show. That would be one of the better ways to introduce Bible Girl into the franchise. If they never put her on the show, if she never auditioned, I would love to see Bible Girl in a setting like that. Like Drag Race Big Brother with a house set and everyone's got to chill and have these little competitions. Oh, yeah. Or Bible Girl could just host it. That would be fun. Or I could host it. Ooh. That would be a good one too. Like half some people from Big Brother and Drag Race got together and did a Big Brother stuff. That'd be interesting. I'd be here for that. I would here for that. Kimchi is going to be on Celebrity Big Brother season 3. For real? Is that true? I'd be here for that. I hope they don't send Kimchi home early. She's so calm and sweet. Gotta love Kim. I am jealous that Kim does get Chipotle for life. I'm super jelly. Call it Big Sister. Good night. Good night. Good night. Oh God. Yeah. I would be excited to see Kimchi on the Big Brother setting. We'll see how that goes. I hope they don't fuck her over though. I hope they don't fuck her over. Let's get away from these boots though. These boots are a little mess. These boots are a mess. RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world, baby. That's the cast. If we would have had a longer video if there was more folks, but we don't. Pangina Heels from Drag Race Thailand. Jujubee from many episodes, seasons across the board of too many things that I don't have time to go over again. Jimbo, Candace season 1. Cheryl Hole, Drag Race UK Season 1, Blue Hydrangea Drag Race UK Season 1, Baga Chipz Drag Race UK Season 1, Monique Hart All Stars 4 Season 10, and Janey Jacké Drag Race Holland. Did I forget to put Janae's picture up there? I did forget to put Janae's picture up there. I did. I did. I'm like, I'm missing somebody who I want to talk about. I apologize. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this together. Her picture, watch it be here, and I just forgot to put it in. Watch it. 3. Yup, there it is. God bless America, Matty. She's not organized. Wait, she's not organized. How did I miss putting this in there? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to scroll this over. Here. We're about to play a little shared screen for the girls who have to have jobs where they have more than 2 screens. You know what's tea. Oh, speaking of which, I've tested out my I told y'all I was going to do gaming on my on YouTube. I've tested it out. So far, so good. I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't look ugly if I bring down the HD quality because those videos do take up a lot of space. But we're having a good time with that right now. Janey Jacké, though, I apologize, my sister, because I loved me some of you. You were one of my favorite people on Drag Race Holland. I'm going to tell you that right now. Janey Jacké from Drag Race Holland. Let's act like I never did the whole bit. Let's just pretend. Let's just pretend. Animal Crossing for sure. Smash Brothers for sure. Some of y'all will be able to challenge me while I'm playing. Mario Party is going to be a big deal because half the panel plays Mario Party, so there will be panel days of us playing together. Chris C. Diggy plays a lot. Dooley's got into it recently, but I'm also going to have y'all come in, especially for my Patreon folks that are on the top tier. Y'all will be having like exclusive access to play with me online and be a part of the lives when we do those things together. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot to do. Pokemon is gonna be added into it. Legends, both Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, all of that. So my Nintendo Switch will be utilized in the most utmost fashion for YouTube. So yeah, get ready for that. Now to Janey Jacké. I live for this look. I think this is fabulous. I love the body piece. Mama is polished. The wig is right. She's done. This is one of the good outfits. This is one of the really good outfits here. You see how she has a black shoe? And if she didn't have those cuffs over it, it'd probably look like not what it needs to give. But it's also giving you a little hoof because of the horns. Lots of details. Lots of details. Lots of details. I love her. You want to know why? You want to know the other reason why I like her is because Janey is not afraid to speak the fucking truth. Janey reads. Miss Jacké reads. So if there's going to be drama of any kind, I know not only is Monique Hart going to be able to handle it, but this one right here is going to go in. She is not to be played with. That's why I respect me some Janey. Not only does she look good, but that mouth can back it the fuck up. Okay? I think that Jimbo's going to get into it with Janey Jacké, Monique Hart, Baga Chipz. Who else down the line? I think Jimbo's going to get into it with a couple people. And I think that Janey is not going to be the one to play with, nor is Monique. And I think another girl is going to also gather her too. I have a feeling there's going to be some reads happening through the season. I have a feeling, I'm hoping, because no shade, but the first 2 episodes of season 14 have been very kumbaya, and that's fine because we need a little peace before the storm. We need a little peace before the storm. But I want to see a little drama. It's not 5 episodes, Dre. It's 6 episodes. You got to get that out of your head, babe. It's not 5 episodes, okay? It's 6. It's not 5. I don't know who's telling you 5 and who quoted that for you. It's impossible to do if there are 9 people there and 5 people need to be eliminated to get to a top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, okay? It's 6. Y'all stop saying 5. No. Stop 5. 6. The episodes are probably going to be between 90 minutes to an hour, depending. I am Trying to remember if they get an untucked. I think maybe there's a portion. It may be a short untucked like they've been doing, or it may be like a quick 15 minutes from my understanding. I'm trying to remember what I was told. It was a long time ago. Long time ago when we had this conversation. Ooh, girl, I'll be very real with y'all. When I had a conversation about this was last year in the summertime. Last summer, maybe May, maybe June, and I mean a long time ago compared to now. We're damn near in February, so I don't remember a lot of shit that I was told. As a matter of fact, I kind of pushed it out of my brain because it was like, I don't want to keep this. Every time they tell me to, I'm like, remove. So I don't keep it in my brain, but I believe we're getting a little bit of a lengthy episode. It's not going to be short episodes, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm afraid if they keep it short, it's not going to give us what we need, and we need to be given. So it's too good of a cast. Too good. Mm-mm. I think it's a top 4, but it may be a top 3, possibly. But I think maybe it's 6 episodes because it seems to really be a little bit more even Stevens. I don't think a reunion was filmed at all. Yeah. Wasn't Manila supposed to be here? I have to wait before I have that conversation. We'll have that conversation later. We'll have that conversation later. Yeah, there were a couple people who were supposed to be there. Things happened. Yeah. Astina was also there. Envy was da 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 da. There. Okay. So we'll talk. We'll do it later though, because I need things to air first before it's like Matty's just spilling and it's like not necessary. That has something to do with it. That has a lot to do with it. But it's more so Manila has her own show that she's doing. So yeah. And scheduling and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So and the thing is that Manila talked about the show. Nope, Matthew, be quiet. Nope. Oh my goodness, be quiet. Whoo, sister. Stephanie, I see you on my Cash App. I thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. Keep it to yourself. Enrique, I see you in my Venmo, baby. I appreciate you. I had to look at my phone, girl, get my mind. I don't think anything. I'll say this so that way I can vaguely give my thoughts on the situation. I don't think anything was done intentionally. That I'm going to say. It seems coincidental that stuff is coming around the same time. But yeah. It is gonna I pray. You're talking about the UK, it's only right to spill tea. Okay. Allegedly, I'm giving you my allegedlys, okay? I'm not saying anybody told me this. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not gonna give not I'm doing the allegedly stuff, okay? This is alleged. Supposedly, possibly, maybe in an alternate universe, maybe a multiverse, maybe produced and directed by Joss Whedon, and then you needed to get a Zack Snyder cut. I don't know. But Manila had a show that they were putting together, or that was already going to happen. That's been in the works for, a little while here, or whatever, right? You already know about Drag Race Philippines, correct? Okay, that's its own universe. There you go. That's its own universe. Of we asked, can you, maybe, I don't know, boop, 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 boop. I'm just trying hard to say everything without saying everything. I know that they were asked about this show. I know some other queens too were reached out in reference for this, but a lot of people's schedules were not aligned with joining this one. Also having to film overseas in the UK was also a thing that was going down too, or whatever, okay? um I don't, and again, I'm trying to say this wasn't done maliciously, but I think everything just so happens to fall around the same time frame where it is a little bit like, ooh, that's impossible because they have their own show. That is impossible because they have their own show that is based in the Philippines. And that is the most I'm gonna do. Okay. That is impossible. That is impossible. She wouldn't, how would she be able to host the show, that one, and then do her own show at the same time? I need y'all to really think about that. Okay. And that's the most I'm going to do. That's the most I'm going to do. That is the most I'm going to give you. And that's that. And when everything else gets dropped, then we'll have a conversation later. When everything gets posted, we'll do that then. That is the most I'm going to do for you. I can't wait until that promo. Oh, girl, I can't wait. Joe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't wait for that promo to drop. Then I'll be like, oh, and I'll say, okay, do you understand now? Got it. Because I'm trying to be able to still be hired. And I'm also trying to give you what you need without giving everything because y'all don't need to be spoiled like that. But at the same time, there's no way she would be able to host her own show. And then if Drag Race does their own show in the same place, there'd be no way. Scheduling and everything. All right. All right. I'm excited for Drag Race France to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? You're fine, Abby. It's okay. I just know how to get it out without spilling too much. It's just you have to think about it. How would that be possible? How would it be possible? So I would wait to see what's going to happen with Drag Race Philippines. I'm excited for Drag Race France. I think that's going to be the gag. Now, that's the one I think is going to be a gag. Conversations. I think that one's going to be good. I think everybody should be looking out for that one. Oh, yes. What else do I know that I can sort of spill, but not really spill? España season 2 is going to be that girl. I already know it. Yeah, España's going to be that girl. Mm-hmm. She'll be fine. I'm afraid for Drag Race Down Under 2, they're going to have to do a lot of shit. They got to do a lot. They got to do a lot. Ooh, they got to do a lot. Yeah, because that first season was poo. That one's going to have to be a lot. What is the other one that I was told that's coming out? The winter season. That should be amazing. The winter season. So excited for that one too. Yeah, Holland is coming back for season 3 as well. That one we'll get next year too. Well, this year, excuse me. Drag Race Mexico. I've heard about that, but I was waiting. I forget what I forgot they haven't dropped anything for that yet, but I have heard that is in the works. I'm ready for España season 2. That was such a good show. It was so good. UK4 is happening. I think there's one girl that I know on there that I'm really excited about. Yeah. Can Holland come back without Fred? The last season was a little bit weird. Yeah, I didn't like I liked the last season. You know, I love me some Vanessa Van Cartier, but there were things that happened that blew me up a little bit where I was like, girl, what? I don't know. We need Africa. Well, where would they host it in Africa where it's not illegal to be gay? That would be the one thing about if they did Drag Race Africa, is that it also, if there were people who were coming from different countries in Africa to compete where, say, it's illegal for them to be a homosexual, I'd be worried about those people going home after the show airs if any of those people got a hold of seeing them on TV. You know what I mean? Like I want that too, but I'm nervous for that one in particular. South Africa probably would be a little bit, yeah, that would probably work a lot better. Yeah, because if it's Africa, it's like, whoo, girl, there's a lot of motherfucking countries in there, honey, that do not give one goddamn about us, bitch. Okay, not one damn. Whew. All right, a little bit of a cast review here. Janae, you got your own highlight, sister. Look at how that works. She got her own highlight. This is February 1st, everybody. This is a Tuesday. This premieres on a Tuesday, February 1st. That is flipping 2 weeks from now. So excited. Cannot wait. I'll be reviewing the show live with you. It'll be a good time. And it'll be just me doing the reviews. So that way we don't have any extras opinions on that. We're just going to keep it with the family. Okay. Now, what is going on here? And we may get a South Africa. We might just get it. I'd be here for it. If Trevor Noah pops up as like a guest judge, I'd gag. I'd be like, you know what? You know what? Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Ronnie, where is your oh, hold on, babe. Let me get back up there. Hold on, babe. I got into a speech. I got to scroll back up looking for you. Looking for the super chat from Ronnie. There we go. Matty, I just want to say, I love you, sis. Here's me. I was about to say ta-da, and I was like, that's not it. That's not it. I said, Tedua, which means I love you in Albanian. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, babe. Thank you. Thank you. I want to say it correctly back to you, baby. Is there an accent or accent tu with the A on that one or anything in there? You helping me out here, Tiara? Is it ta-da? I mean, is it ta-da? But thank you, babe. I'm sending my love back to you too, Mama. I appreciate you. You put one into and it didn't show? What's going on here? You know I'm streaming this through StreamYard, so let me make sure. I don't like that. We don't do that here. Everybody got to be shown. Everybody got to be shown. Everybody got to be shown. Hold on. Someone attacked Kimora Hall this morning on their Twitter for some fucking reason. I'm really thrown off by that. They were like, they tagged her and were like, why the hell was she even casted? What the fuck was that about? Tedua. Is that right? Tedua? I did well in French, so I'm always say it like that. Tedua, right? Hopefully I got that correct. I want to make sure I say I love you back, baby. Tedua. Hope I got that correct. I hope I did. I thought I was seeing most of them. Sometimes I get really involved with talking and I forget to get in the comment section, so I apologize. I don't want that to be the case. I also know some people sometimes trolling and stuff like that, but no, I haven't seen Scream 5 yet. My car is not doing the best right now. We got to get it fixed, and none of my friends like to see scary movies, so I'm stuck here unless I want to spend $30 just going to the movie theater via a Lyft or Uber ride. And since no one in Houston's trying to date me right now, they ain't taking me to the movies. But yeah, someone came for Kimora just out of nowhere. Like, why was she casted here? Da 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 da. It was just like, what the fuck? Oh, the all winter season, that stuff. I'm excited for the winners one, just for the format that they're gonna use. And I think it's also what else about it that I like? I just like the cast too. Yeah. I think that's the most I'm gonna give y'all on winners. I think we're gonna get the winners more than likely around the summertime, maybe. If they're smart, they'll do it in the fall. Yeah, if they're smart, they do it in the fall. Ooh. Well, no, because normally UK comes around in the fall. Actually, no, that might work. That might work. I'm aware. I am aware. I'm aware. I just, oh, it's a win. No, it's not every winner is coming back, but yeah, it's gonna be a winter season. I think so. Even though 14 is gonna go on for a while, like y'all have to really think about a month. A month has 4 weeks in it. Maybe sometimes February kind of works it off. Okay. You really need to think about this. That's why when I was going through things, I'm like, this is going to be on for a very long time. So we have 4 weeks in January, right? Okay. 4 episodes. Boom. February, just so we can do this. Let's do the math because this is a lot. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in January, Fridays, right? There are 4 Fridays in February. So that's 8 episodes. That's 8 episodes. Okay. Eight. 8 of them. March has 4. That's 12. There are more than 12 episodes in this season. So we'll be in April by the time this finishes. We will be in April. I'm actually kind of hyped because that means for the next 3 to 4 months, we're going to be talking about Drag Race specifically, right? That's going to be dope. There are also going to be other drag races happening at the same time, too. And those are all going to be going in their own sort of rates. I'm not mad, but season 14 will still be going on by the time UK versus the world ends. Think about that. Ain't that something? I just hope that people, like Simone and other folks who had, especially season 12 girls who really got affected by the pandemic and didn't get to travel and perform, really get the love that they deserve. Especially season 12 girls. Not only did they have to deal with redacted pie up there, Miss who was on the competition, you know what I'm saying? But they also had to deal with the pandemic that hit and everything changed. So a lot of those girls didn't get the dues they deserve. They didn't get the time to travel. Everything was very much cameos and online experiences. So yeah, like I hope so. It's sad. Mm. This is the drag race portion of this video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please hit that thumbs up button, hit that share, hit that like in that comment section. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I'm actually going to stay on this video a little bit longer, but I'm taking this time now to preface that I'm no longer going to be talking about Drag Race because it's going to be a free open chat. We can talk about Drag Race things, but I'm also going to be mentioning something else that everybody has been asking me to talk about. And since I've been talking about it so much, why not do it for the end of this video by cutting it in half and going to a different portion of it? And yes, I will be leaving notes in the description section advising that once I'm done talking about this, we go into a different topic so that way people don't have to stay. They don't want to or feel like I goaded them into listening to the rest of what I have to say. Pew. You promised us tea about Italia. When? When did I promise that? And I need specifics. When did I promise that? I was referring to what I already just discussed in reference for the Manila situation, but not Italia. That I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about Italia. I was shocked they even got a show. No shade. Like just being real. I was like, oh, they're getting a season? My comment about Italia that was asked of me. No, Sky was talking about that was in reference to the Philippines. That was not in reference to Italia. That was in reference to Philippines. And as far as what and then it was also in reference to my thoughts on the season over that situation. It wasn't about tea over Drag Race Italia. I didn't have any tea about them. I had simply just an opinion, which I said by the end of it, we could talk about Italia. So now I do remember. Yes, I said I'd speak on it, not that I would have any spoilers about the show because I don't know anything about the show. You said that you had the spoilers, Sky Black. Is that right? Yeah. So by all means, drop it in there. Drop it in there. I don't know anything about the show. No, you're fine, Max. I wanted to clarify. That's why I had to re-talk this out with you. I was like, I know I didn't say I had. I barely know them people. Like, you know what I mean? I met them just a couple of weeks ago. You're fine, baby. Just like, what do you have, Sky Black, for that one? Because I was gonna drop into some other conversations too. While I have you here, if you have time to listen, just talk and have a conversation. Because I'm low key about to jump into a different universe in a second. I love this picture of Chucky. I don't care. I love it so much. Oh, yeah, that's not tea. We all knew that, right? That's literally that happened on the show. That happened on the show. How was that tea? That happened. That literally happened on the show. Like they made it. They did a whole bunch of nothing for it though. That really pissed me off when they did that whole "we'll have you lip sync" bitch. It was like, what? Happens on a daily basis, but on TV is highly frowned upon. One time in Big Brother, one guy said that same thing was disqualified because the production received letters from religious audience. So what was it specifically that got them disqualified? Because I remember them yelling, or I remember them sort of going off in a situation, like they got into an argument. I remember that. And then she was like really verbally abusive to the staff around them. And then they basically put her and who was the one that looked like a trucker? Who was the one? And they ended up sending her home anyways. It was like, what the fuck? What was the point of all that? It was a Norma Jean, and it was the other one that beat her, who was actually a really good lip syncer, actually. But Ava Hanger. There we go. Ava Hanger. Ava Hanger. Okay. Okay. So it was Ava, and it was a Norma Jean. I liked Norma. I thought she was shady as fuck, but like I enjoyed her drama, but I didn't like the fact that she was like being very crazy in that moment. It was like, what is going on here? Um you don't remember when they called her a trucker and how mad she got? Oh, she was pissed. How dare you discredit my drag? And I'm like, Ava, I love you, sister, but like I would have taken that with a grain and just that. Because low key, that's what he was given. Low key. Just drama. Just drama. Like that's it. It was always drama. Um, so she did pop somebody. Okay, see, that's not okay. We don't child hit someone and said something blasphemous. What was the blasphemous thing that she said without somebody doing something or saying something crazy? What was so blasphemous? I wonder what she was saying. Weird. What was it? I just remember her. I remember her taking her hand and being like, "Don't touch me," and I was like, "Girl, what is going on?" Like, I'm too old for this shit, and I was like, "Okay, you're gonna stick me here with these motherfuckers?" I was like, "What?" Probably something against the Catholic Church. Really? Do they? That's a huge deal in? Is that a huge deal over there? Like, y'all don't play about that at all. Is that right? Because, honey, she said something about God and Jesus. Oh, y'all know I'm a Christian now. I don't believe in I don't do the blasphemy. You know I'm a Christian. You know I don't do the blasphemy. You know I don't do it. You know I don't do it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, child. Yes, it was something against God, and they just don't allow that in dominant Catholic country. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's a oof. Oof. Ooh. I just didn't like how that went down. I just don't like how that went down. Ooh, you are gonna have to be blocked bringing that kind of bullshit up into this live. No, thank you. Disgusting. Let's see here. You are removed on a do 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 do. Da-da. All right. let's move on and let's move forward. If you're still on the live today, I appreciate you for being here. This will be a little bit more of an open chat. If you have any questions to ask me now or just like light conversation, let's do it because I'm gonna round this up to about about 2 hours of a show. Again, we stopped talking about Drag Race around the 1 hour and 20 minute mark. So I'll make sure to leave a note for that as well. Okay. Let's see here. Oop, another one. Show. Glad to live in a country with 60 plus atheists. You can say more or less anything blasphemous on TV. I mean, I mean, I mean, POV. That's funny. Right now, Justin, it's Demon Slayer. Someone came in here talking about how they wanted to hurt themselves, and I don't play that shit. So that I had to remove that. I don't play that kind of stuff. Y'all know I'm an advocate against suicide. So I don't play that shit at all in my fucking nope. I don't play that. So you come up in here and you drop that kind of mess talking about you want to hurt yourself, I'm going to remove that from you and I'm going to pray for you. As a survivor of attempted suicide, I don't play that shit at all. It's not funny. It's not cute. Okay? People get into very dark places and that's not a game. We have to find our light and we have to move forward out of them situations, but I will never feed you on some bullshit like that. Wrong channel. Moving forward here, Demon Slayer is my favorite right now. The current Entertainment District arc is fucking everything. Nesco is that girl, even though it is weird how they be doing certain stuff, but like, yeah, like I'm a fan of it. A lot of y'all know that I have been recently getting into, Chucky says bye, bye Chucky, into this lady. I'm gonna talk about her real quick. I gotta get this out the way. I need to give a shout out to some channels that I have found my entire life with this YouTuber named Amberlynn Reid. I actually like Amber, but I'm like the haters that she describes them as. I'm frustrated by things that she does when I know she can do better. And it kills me. And that's so amazing about her journey is that I'm rooting for her, but there are things that happen where it blows me. I don't get it. I don't get it. If y'all don't know who this is, she is actually a very famous YouTuber. She's up there in the top echelon of people she gets paid a lot more than I do. I'm gonna tell you that. And she's sort of like a lifestyle blogger for YouTube. And one of her journeys that she was on, one of many journeys that she was on, is a weight loss journey, and she has, basically brought us with her. We check in, we do all that kind of stuff. If y'all don't know this, I actually watch 1,000-Pound Sisters because I'm interested in Amy Slayton, even though she low-key scam people. But her journey, seeing her, wanting to lose the weight, she got the surgery, she was able to have a baby. That family is interesting. Her brother Chris, like that whole life is it's like, okay, I like seeing people go for their dreams and do everything they can to achieve them and follow them on their journey. The highs and the lows. I can relate to that. I've been that person trying to achieve stuff. You know what I mean? So I like watching videos like that and shows like that, right? But Tammy, oh my God. She's using the way Tammy does her family makes me so sad and angry. It's really fucked up. But on to Amber, because it's sort of, I'm giving you the idea of where my mind is when I watch these shows. I'm not watching them because they're big. I'm not watching them because of anything like that. I'm watching them because I want them to fucking achieve their dreams. And so I got into Amberlynn Reid because of this. But there are things that happen with her that don't make no damn sense. Moments where I've seen her just straight up lie or caught on camera doing things. And it's like, what is going on here? And I'm still going to say this. I want her to succeed in whatever she wants to do. I'm really gonna keep it that way. But bitch, I have been through 1, 2, 3 relationships with you now. I started this journey with Destiny. I did. I started this journey with Destiny. That is how I got into Amberlynn Reid when she was dating Destiny. Okay. Before the whole Dana breakup situation. I was there through all of Becky. I was there from the entire Becky storyline. And now I'm in the wifey world. But this recent community post, holy shit, is blowing me up. The moon knows. Yes, that's what I'm about to get into now, because that's why I'm talking about her today. Because I promise you, every time you turn on the computer or your phone, there is a new video. It's like, what is happening? So Destiny was her ex-girlfriend who Amber treated like a king, way more than Becky, because Becky was honestly just poor Becky. Poor Becky. Oh, the way Amber did her after that breakup was like, child, are we really doing this today? But Destiny left Amber for a coworker, and Amber was still in love with Destiny. But Destiny and Dana broke up. And then Amber, who was in this relationship with this whole new person who she was just bragging about buying her a bunch of things for, made a community post saying, oh my God, she's single again. Should I slide in her DMs? She literally told us that she's in a relationship with somebody else. And she's already talking about sliding in some DMs. Now, she could be trolling, which she's a terrible troll. She's really terrible at it. But that's not cool. It's that kind of shit where she then asks for people to stop being mean to her, and she does stuff like that. That's why I am so enthralled in her universe, because she literally is a hypocrite. I don't talk about people. Video 3 weeks later, I saw a girl who was bigger than me in a restaurant, and oh my God, I just felt so bad for her. Miss Mama, you're talking about somebody's body? Are you what? The shit she do. The shit she do, it just blows my mind. And so again, I want her to succeed. I want her to do whatever she wants to do. I don't think she's actually invested in losing weight. I think she's learned that if she stays the way she is, she'll get more people to watch her. I think that she has made money off of that. I think she's made money off of the grief and playing a victim, to be very honest with you. I think she is a professional victim. I mean, when you want to look it up, there you go. Ask her how she's doing, she'll say she's fine. Ask her how she's doing, she'll say she's fine. Ask her how she's doing, and she'll tell you she's fine. Girl, journaling, I have witnessed her eat an entire rotisserie chicken on camera, and then the next day talk about people making fun of her and saying that it blows my mind. It blows my mind. No shade, but I've given up on ALR. I'm tired of rooting for people who don't give a fuck about helping themselves. That is where I'm at with her at this point in time. So I stopped getting into her videos because it just seemed like she was lying to people. And then I'm in the comment section minding my business. I never comment because Lord knows if Matty Rants popped up, that'd be a whole thing. But like, I never commented, but I would see her like gaslight people and then drag folks for stuff when she would be the one getting caught up, or better yet, when she acts surprised on camera and you can see her look at the camera to see if you are looking at her. Oh girl, it's a lot. It's a lot. If you ever want to get into this and you're like, Matty, what is this mess? What are you talking about? I'm going to give you 3 YouTubers who are going to break it down the best for me, for you. 4 actually. Karina Kaboom, subscribe immediately. She breaks down everything perfectly. She is literally my voice in my head. I love her so much. I'd love to do a video with her. She's fabulous. Karina Kaboom and all the squirrels. Do you know who Amberlynn Reid is? Karina Kaboom, it breaks down all the videos perfectly, and she does it without being malicious. Everything is very, I'm rooting for you, but let's talk about why that was bullshit. Charlie Gold is another one. She can drag. She can drag with the rest of them. But I love me some Charlie Gold because Charlie's on her own journey. And so I'm a fan of her work too. She has a very calming voice. She's beautiful as well. Apathetic Facts is the other one. Apathetic Facts is everything. I like them because they do compilation videos and they do and it's not them speaking, but you can feel their personality through every video they do. I would love to know how to get clips of other stuff put on my videos for editing because I'm always nervous every time I do it. Y'all have seen my videos get flagged every 5 seconds. Like, what did I do? And I see people posting stuff like, how are they able to do this? I need to figure that out because Apathetic Facts is so good at putting together videos for them. So good. So good. And last and not least is Orange Queen. Orange Queen, she's the one that does the girl. You know how it has the Android voice modulator thing? Like, girl, I can't believe you did this today. When you walked into the door and you said, all my haters are going to try it. So funny. Those four really got me on the Amberlynn universe. And if you ever want to get into it, it's a lot. It's a lot. Amberlynn is now doxing people. Excuse me, not doxing. She is, that's not what I meant to say. She is reporting on these channels that are actually doing the correct way of doing these compilation videos, and she's making it seem like they're taking all of her videos up. She tried to get Apathetic Facts taken off of YouTube and then try to play victim whenever it happened. Girl, it was a lot. And they got their channel back, but then all of a sudden Apathetic Facts is currently, they got an email again in reference to this, and Amber was saying, yes, strike claims. There you go, Mimi. Yeah, she does strike claims against these channels, okay? And Apathetic Facts won the first time with their appeal, but now apparently they've been done again. It's happened again. It's happened again. Honestly. And it's a lot. And Amber and Apathetic are emailing each other. Amber is making it seem like Apathetic emailed them about it, but it was really Amber who was like, can you please not da 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 da? And Apathetic was like, no, girl, it's this. It's a lot. And so Amber plays victim. She, basically tries to get these channels removed. This is someone's money. It's a lot. It's a lot. There even was a point where it was said that, I guess Apathetic was taking away money from her channel. But the way Karina Kaboom breaks it down, the way Charlie Gold breaks it down, the way everybody else, every single person that I've gone to has broken it down is that you're not getting the same amount of views. Your money's going down. So what you're doing is you're now killing the channels that are actually getting views off of your own content. So that way they can come back to you versus doing new content. Honestly, they can do it off of one strike, to be real with you. I know a lot of people say it's 3 strikes and you're out, but if they have enough, they can do it on one turn. You can appeal it, but honestly, I wouldn't even try the 3. Okay. I had a situation happen where I didn't get a strike, but I got a notice of copyright. That was when I was doing the pose reactions. Remember how I used to do pose reactions on YouTube? How the first 2 seasons didn't get flagged, but the third one did? Okay, that's what happened with me. There is no pictures happening here. It's just actually there were pictures, but it was because they could hear the audio in the background and they flagged my shit. Now, I've seen other videos of other people doing it and no one flagged them, but that's just what happened. So personally, I need to do a little bit more work on that. But yes, I was there for this era. Oh my God. Why did you get a 10-piece so you can make nuggets? Becky actually was, I felt bad for Becky. Oh my God, I felt bad for Becky. And then there's that's Wifey. I'm like, does Wifey know that Amberlynn said Blackie in reference for, it was this weird moment. She's in Walmart with, I think she was with, was it Dana? And she was putting on all these black clothes and she goes, oh my God, I'm such a Blackie. And what really pissed me off about that is she looked at Dana when she said it, or whoever was next to her, and was like, did I say something crazy? Like, you saw her do that. So you knew you said some bullshit and you looked to see if someone caught you in your bullshit. And they said, no, that's wrong to say. Why? I didn't say anything. I just said, it's because I'm wearing all black. No, there were other things on top of it you meant, baby girl. Whew, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah. I'm gonna get off of this now. I just had to let you know I am fully immersed into the Amberlynn universe. I'm also into the Feudy Booty with Nader situation happening right now. The fact that this baby got on camera and told everyone she got gonorrhea from this man. I don't understand her. I don't. Oh, it was Rafe? Oh my God, young think I'm okay. The fact I know, okay, it was Rafe. What I remember when Rafe got on a live and dragged the shit out of her because she's like, she is so fake. 4 channels. Orange Queen, Apathetic Facts. Honestly, if you find Orange Queen or you find Karina Kaboom happiness, it's gonna probably YouTube's algorithm's gonna put you on those other pages. I promise you. Orange Queen, Apathetic Facts, Charlie Gold. Charlie Gold is she's fabulous. She's a black woman, beautiful queen. She has a soothing voice. Ooh, such a soothing voice. I love listening to her 2-hour videos. I'll just put it in the background. And she be dragging. She be getting Amber together. And who was the other one, y'all? Karina Kaboom, Apathetic Facts, Charlie Gold, and Orange Queen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Foodie Booty that's a weirdo to me. She talks about doing drugs and then lies about it, but then talks about it like it's okay the next time. And then when people call her out on it, she's like, no, I'm not gonna take any responsibility for this. She's in love with this guy who doesn't really love her. And she's trying to make it seem like he's lying about it, but then he's making it seem like she's lying about it. But he needs her to do his videos, but he doesn't want anything to do with her. And he's, oh God, it's a lot. And then she gets on camera with it was a lot. Like, she literally got up there with a herpes sore, talking about she got gonorrhea from this man. And it was just like, what is going on here? Then she tells everybody she slept with some homeless man and what it did for her. Oh my God. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's drama that I subscribe to because I think I'm over the Housewives. I mean, I like watching the show with the Housewives, but I needed something different. And now that I see, like, these are people doing on the same platform as me, lifestyle conversations, et cetera, et cetera. Hold on, Ashton. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you for real? And she stayed with that man? Are you for real, Ashton? And she stayed with him? Do you have a video with that conversation in there where she said that? Because I think I'm behind. I just got into Foodie Booty. Like that was my 3 weeks ago person. I've been on Amber since last year. And I went through all the videos. But Foodie Booty is the new one. Because I didn't realize I needed to watch her. And I was like, why are we watching her? And then everyone's like, no, you need to watch Foodie Booty because that one girl. Check the videos from July. Thank you. Give me something later. I need to catch up on that. Like, what? Oh, so now it makes sense why everyone's upset with her because she wants to be the victim and wants everyone to feel bad for her. When that happened, she came back, and then the way she did her friend, the guy Nader doesn't like the friend, and she ended up choosing Nader over the friend who was supposed to have her back and all that. Oh God, it's a lot. No. Housewives, well, now we're talking about it. Housewives of Salt Lake City is insanity right now. Jen Shah, honey, Jen Shah. Yeah, he's very verbally abusive, intuitive booty. I don't like the way he speaks to her. I can only imagine how he talks to other women. I'm like, oof. Jen Shah. For somebody who's facing some serious allegations the way you are, I am quite surprised you are acting so violent on television. I do not understand the logic behind that at all. I really don't. I am very confused. And just get to me. Let me just start talking to y'all. I am very confused. Why are you tacking what's her name? The other one that's not Meredith. Sorry. Matthew. Oh my God. You know who I'm talking about too. Not Meredith. Lisa. There we go. I call her not Meredith. Oh God. I'm sorry. Lisa gets on my goddamn nerves. Okay. For a Foodie Beauty breakdown, check out French Fried Girl. She told Foodie Beauty that he was abusive before it happened. What? I will, and I thank you. I will, and I thank you. Y'all have given me so much to watch. I'm so excited. Okay. I got things to look at. Lisa Barlow, owner of Vita Tequila. Lisa. Them eyes just be boom. Okay. Lisa's weird because she always holds all the information and then releases it at the wrong time every time. Nothing is ever let go or put on the table at the appropriate time. She is the worst. She has the worst timing. Okay. Mary Cosby, you didn't go to that reunion because you were going to be held accountable for the things that you did with your church. People who aren't even on the show, who are not even castmates, you were going to have to take accountability for it. The fact that you said you referred to the Latin community as thugs when referencing Jen Shaw, that was the first strike. And as a black woman, I was pissed at you for even saying some dumb shit like that. You should know better. But you also come from a place of privilege. And let me keep it going. Oh, girl, I have to stop. Like, Mary Cosby's a fool. Like, not only can you not dress, not only are all your wigs matted messes, but you also are low-key racist, if not racist. You, Mary Cosby, woman of God. I couldn't believe you said that. I was very embarrassed for you. Jen Shaw is unhinged and she does not give the Libras a good name. I will admit the first season I was in love with Jen Shaw. I was appreciative of her retweeting me and liking my stuff, and she was amazing. But girl, as a Libra, I'm embarrassed of Jen Shaw. She's funny every now and then, but bitch, the way you react is so, I don't get it. You go from 0 to a million so quick. You go from 0 to a million so quick. Heather is low key. I don't want to be mean to Heather. I mean, I don't want to be mean to Heather. Head and Shoulders is what I'm going to call her, is basically the middle ground for everything. I like Heather, but Heather honestly doesn't feel like she fits with the cast half the time I'm watching. I like Whitney too, but sometimes Whitney can be a little bit of a little pissy. She can be sort of too weepy for me. And every now and then I like it when Whitney cuts the fuck up. And she starts to get a little louder. I don't think Jenny's gonna stay. I actually like Jenny on the show. I'm glad she gave back Mary those shoes that were actually a regift of a regift. I thought that was very tacky. Mary Cosby, you gave someone shoes that they didn't want, so you kept them, and then you regifted those shoes to somebody else who you also don't really care for either. How would y'all feel about that? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about this? Let's say somebody gave you a gift and you found out that gift was actually somebody else's gift that was meant for them, because they were mad they didn't want to give them the gift anymore, so they gave it to you. Would you want to take that gift? Because for me, that's wrapped in negative energy. That's wrapped in malice. It's wrapped in contempt. I don't want any of that in my house. I don't want that anywhere near me. I believe things carry energy. I believe when people give you stuff, or they shake your hand even, or they smile at you, it's a transference of energy, whether it's love, whether it's light, whether it's hate, or it's darkness. I believe in that. I totally believe in it. So when I saw that scene, I thought to myself, Jenny, I wouldn't have brought that in my house. I wouldn't have got it in my car. I wouldn't have touched the bag. Better yet, after I knew that information, I would have put them shoes in Goodwill. I'd have gave it to somebody who wanted them for cheap. Oh yeah, I wouldn't even give them back. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And it's funny that Jen kept the shoes. I mean, that was kind of funny. Like, girl, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna keep the shoes. But I'm like, Jen, that is a regift to a regift back to a regift. Like, oh God. Here, could we give it to Banjo? Shoes she had for season 1 reunion, then wanted to gift Jen, then gifted to Jenny. A hand-me-down of a hand-me-down. Tacky. Tacky. Tacky, 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 tacky. Only if it's a pound of bacon. Okay, I see that. I mean, they were Louis Vuittons, right? They were expensive shoes. They're expensive shoes now. I mean, Jen low key probably needed to take them so she could sell them so she can pay some of her bills. Um, But yeah, it is a little too much for me. It is a little too much. A little too much. I wouldn't do that. Oh, the bunny on Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Lisa Rinna, why aren't you fired? I really don't like that lady. I really do not like Lisa Rinna at all. I do not like her at all. I do not like her at all. I don't trust her. I don't believe her. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with that lady. I don't like her. I do not like her. She throws her rocks a lot and hides her hand every time. I'm telling you, Alicia, that lady always be in the middle of something and then just somehow, some kind of way, I had nothing to do with it. I can't stand people like that. Ugh. Well, but her husband is Harry Hamlin, and he makes a great sauce and a good sausage. Have you met my husband, Harry? Do you know who Harry is? He's a legend. It's like, oh my God. And you're the Depends lady and the QVC mom. Like, come on now. Mm-mm-mm. The one thing I'll give Lisa Rinna credit for is that I was able to use her name as a joke on TMZ. So for the history books, I will forever have a moment on television with the drag that Lisa Rinna is included in. And it had to do with Scott Disick dating her daughter. So yes, I'll give Lisa that. I do have a moment in time thanks to her in a joke that I made. So yeah. But no, I don't like Lisa Rinna. Kyle to me is always a flip flopper. I want LVP back on the show. I miss Lisa Vanderpump, but now I have to watch Vanderpump Rules to get my Lisa Vanderpump. I hate Vanderpump Rules. I only watch that just so I can watch Lisa. I think everybody on that show is obnoxious. I think they all are obnoxious. Nobody's real. Nobody's authentic. Everybody's rich and somewhat racist. I just can't. Can't not with Vanderpump Rules. I can't. Uh Summer House. I'm telling y'all all the TV I watch now. Summer House, girl. God, it felt like when they put the black girl on there was a diversity hire. I was just like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Mm-mm-mm. What else on Bravo do I watch? Okay, who's watching Below Deck? I have a lot to say with Below Deck. Below Deck this season has not been good. It has not been good at all. It has not been good. We got the Chief Stew saying the N word in a rap song. We have a black, what's it called? What Raina? Okay, now Miss Raina, girl, you need to pick what you're going to be mad about. And I also would like to say that the way she's handling the situation is I don't. I get where she's coming from as a black person, where it's like, okay, so you want to tell them that they're wrong or that they handled a situation when your chief stew said something that made you feel offended and they sort of brushed it off, and the way you handle it, I totally understand how you're handling it now. At the same time, you going to everybody on that boat and also conveying it, or at least Wes, and sort of driving a narrative to where people are going to be immediately on your side. And then when you have the argument about it, you sort of like fold in, is why I don't, it's hard for me to get on her team. But then I'm also, as a black person, going, no, Miss Mama should never have said that. And I don't give a fuck if you grew up where and da da da. I don't care. Should never have said it, regardless if it's a song, even if you're trying to be cool. Should never have said it. Period. Period. And Eddie, you didn't have no business commenting on that. I wouldn't take that seriously. I would have taken that immediately to Captain Lee and had a whole meeting about that, as my one of my people who was working with me is uncomfortable. Let's solve the problem now. So I think Eddie didn't handle that correct. I think Captain Lee didn't do that correctly either. I think he was just tired of all of them at that point. And I think Raina was too timid in that, but also as a black person was afraid in this environment to speak up further for themselves. It's a lot. So I have a lot of trouble getting through that show. Also, the dude who's like in an open relationship but is sexually fluid with him and Raina and the other guys sleeping with each other. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I watch the show because I want to be on a yacht someday and be one of those people who enjoys it, but also because it's interesting. Crew life is interesting. Housewives of OC, drunk Emily is the best. That is my comments for OC. Captain Lee doesn't know yet. I thought they already had a conversation. I thought Eddie brought that up. Eddie didn't bring it up. No, Eddie brought up the whole rolling eyes thing. That's what it was. Thank you, Alicia. They brought the rolling eyes bit. Yeah. Noella, isn't that the one who is stalking her ex-husband? And has that weird laugh. I can't do the laugh. I didn't like how Captain Sandy did Hannah. And I don't like what's her face on what's her name? What's her face? She's the chief stew. No, not the chief stew. Lead deckhand. What's her name? She's like the I can't get her name in my head. I don't like her because she was a snitch and she's also low-key a hater. Oh, whatever. The one who's on med. I can't think of it, girl. Did you see Real World Homecoming Los Angeles? I did. I watched the whole thing. I did. My thoughts on that. I'm going to change the title of this video too, so that way everyone knows this is more than just cast announcement. Malia. Thank you, Alicia. I don't like Malia's fake. I don't like her. Okay. All right. Yeah, Noella, intuitive booty. Something's not adding up with her. She doesn't seem authentic. Homecoming Los Angeles was an interesting one. It was a mixture of boring and a mixture of high key, the most just high drama. Okay. And it really all stemmed from David and Tammy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm on Tammy's side. I am. David has clear issues and certain things he did I didn't agree with as a man sitting in a room and seeing how certain actions were done. I wouldn't be doing the shit he'd be doing. But I'll talk about it. So to me, I'm glad David did get an apology in reference for the accusations that were held against him during the original season by Irene and Beth. I don't appreciate that Tammy was included into that conversation because Tammy never used the terms that Irene and Beth did. Tammy said she was uncomfortable with being in the house, but she never said the words specifically that were used against David to damage him. Okay? That was me, and that's how I felt about it, okay? I'm just saying, right? I don't appreciate Beth and Irene at that time. That was something that, certain women do to get back at somebody in the ultimate fashion, and they hold that lie forever so they won't be caught. You know what I mean? Now, Tammy wasn't a part of that, but a lot of people encompassed her into that group because she was also one of the women on that show. And they felt like because she was a Black woman, she should have David's back. When in actuality, the whole situation with the blanket being pulled off, her not having panties on, like, that's not okay to put somebody in that position. She was laughing at her being uncomfortable. That is it's a real thing. It's a lot. Now, David wanted John to also take responsibility too for this. Like, it was also him pulling her down, which he did do, but John also wasn't doing it the entire time. So it was like, Oh, the challenge All-Stars 2, we'll talk about that right after this. Absolutely. But my problem with David is he laughed at those videos. He was laughing at the situation. And just like how, it is with Tammy, with the laughing when all that trauma was happening, David was getting at them for that, but was also laughing at his own trauma and not also understanding Tammy in that moment, laughing at the moment when she was feeling uncomfortable. It's like, oh my God, what's happening here? The conversation about the N-word was brought up when one of the white castmates said it so just whateverly, speaking of a situation where someone called him that, and Tammy said it's not okay to use that word. David then called her toxic because she made it a big deal. Now, if that isn't the most coony thing I have ever seen, very Candace Owens behavior when David did that. Like, you literally just took a whole Black woman's argument and her pain and you just belittled it. And it's something that is in the Black community that we talk about all the time, about Black women's problems or struggles being put underneath the rug or acting like they're making a big deal out of things, or they're being dramatic. Okay. And when David said that, that's how I took that moment of, wow, you really just called what she said toxic, when in actuality, people are still offended by the word. You give words power in meeting. Who we really need to be going against is the government. It sounds like somebody, what? That's a lot. They end up having that conversation again. They end up talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Glenn apologized for the situation too. When Irene, see, that's the thing. Irene thought because she was Latino, she could say the N word as well. And Tammy had to remind her that does not apply to you. That literal definition has nothing to do with the Latin community or a person of color. It is referring to Black people. And when it was made, like, you're not understanding. Like, I really hate that. It bothers me. Whew. Has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with them at all. So when we get through Irene being corrected and Glenn being corrected and David being like, that's so toxic of her to even say that kind of shit. And the way he was even speaking to Tammy outside about it when they were going over it. And he's like, well, I mean, the only reason why racism is still an issue is because the government's still making it an issue. And it's like, even if that's the case, those people who have been taught those things, baby, are the ones who have to be unlearned that toxicness. Like, I don't understand how David could miss the point of why it's an issue for the word being said as a Black man. Yeah, so the guy who said the N word the first time that Tammy had to correct said in the same breath that he didn't see color. And Tammy's like, well, you don't see me then. And it's like, nah, like that's the point we're trying to get here. Like, you Tammy said that David had a slave mentality, and that set David off. What's really funny is that normally will, when you're ever talking to somebody who is Black, who say only dates white people or doesn't subscribe to Black culture, and someone mentions something like that to them, I have seen on more than one occasion that will get somebody set off. Okay. Now, I don't think Tammy needed to say that specifically to him. She could have worded it better, but at the same time, I agreed with her because I'm in that boat sometimes when I see my Black brothers and sisters with me or talking to other Black folks, like, y'all are making this a big deal when it's not, when they're literally being called out of their name or they're being told certain things and they're just letting it go. It's a mess. It's a mess. So, you know, honey, we got color everywhere. Everywhere has color, but it's more than just that. It's where we're at. It's not just one thing. It's multiple things. So moving forward from that, David starts to threaten to yank Tammy's wig off, and he's pacing behind her, calling her all kinds of names. And then what's made it really funny is he's like, she's saying I have a slave mentality, but she's wearing these wigs. That slave mentality with these blonde wigs and stuff like that. Man, that's a whole nother part of Black culture that you just try to take away from, that a lot of Black men use against Black women to then describe why they only date white women. Honey. I said, David, do you know what you just did? You gave a Kanye conversation, like dead ass. That's what you did. You gave one of those. Talk about that. That's you trying to be looking at, honey. That's in the culture. That's a part of the unit. Us in the wig shops, and doing our hair the way we want to do it, and expressing ourselves through our hair. How dare you? But it was the fact. Y'all help Maurice out in the comment section. I don't have time for this, but it's the fact. It's the fact that he was walking behind her with her back turned, saying to his daughter, I'm going to snatch her wig off. See what she looked like after that. All these motherfuckers bound to Tammy. He's literally threatening this lady, walking back and forth. Tammy asked to have a conversation with her. Tammy asked to have a conversation with him. He didn't want to have it. He kept walking back and forth. She said, would you like to have a conversation with my husband then? He then sitting there talking out loud himself, going, well, I'll just get my daughter or my ex-wife to come and get you. They all hate you. They told me about you. She called her husband up. And now all of a sudden, Tammy's wrong for calling her husband after some man threatened to yank her hair off her head, which is assault. That's physically touching somebody. Girl. Yeah, when people say that sort of thing, it's a vibe of, I want to be ignorant of the struggles you will have faced and the culture you have. And that's literally what that means. When someone says they don't see color, that's the entire point of us being upset, because it's literally an erasure of everything that happened to get them to this point. And then when we then remind people of those moments because it's a part of our history, and they're like, oh, it's too much, I can't handle it. Okay, what would you like me to talk about then? Your history of you invading countries and genocide and you killing people? Because that's what your ancestors did. We're not doing that right now, right? Because that's not glamorous either, is it? How would you tell that to someone who's Jewish? Would you have that conversation with someone who is Jewish? They're bringing up their grandparents surviving the Holocaust. Do we have to talk about that now? If we don't discuss history, how will we have it? How will we remind ourselves of the terrible times that we faced that we're still either going through or trying to be better at if we don't discuss those things? How will people learn about history and then be factual with it too? Because, a lot of folks out here are being told things that are not true, and they're walking around with some misinformation. Either way, David ended up leaving the show because he was so mad and da 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 da. They had a little sit down and talk and all that kind of shit and blah blah blah. It's just it's. I really didn't like the season, but I got to say, Tammy was the only reason I was there. I was here for all of her conversation and argument and this, that, and the other. But like, yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. My bad. Well, that's what I was gonna do. I had this argument with my siblings who live in the UK. They think the N-word is fine with friends, and I'm being stupid, not saying it. And I'm always gobsmacked, like, what? The problem is that they're around people who say it's okay. Don't let them get around somebody who doesn't feel that way, and then the argument is presented, and then they're gonna tell somebody that it's okay to say a word they're not supposed to say. That's how people get popped. I'm very nervous for folks when they do that. So yeah. Don't do it around me, girl. I'm gonna correct you. And then if you continue to say it, I'm either gonna have to remove myself so I don't hurt your ass, or I'm just never gonna deal with you again. Because I don't play that shit. Last thing I'm gonna talk about before I let this go today, y'all. I'm gonna have to do my Euphoria stuff with Patreon and for the review on Tuesday. Because it's getting I got a bunch of other stuff I have to do today, and I'm a little bit behind. The Challenge All Stars 2, which if y'all know about Real World versus Road Rules, they have the challenge now is what they call it, is on Paramount Plus. We have a winner. My short response to that, I'm going to tell you this now for the people who watch that. I wasn't happy with who won. Even though low-key MJ can do me any day of the week, because that, wow, she's so tall, and that body is, and just the southern, but I wanted Nehemiah to be up in that piece. For some reason, I wanted Nehemiah and Melinda to win so bad. I wanted them to win so bad. But it was MJ and Janey that won. I wanted it to be Darrell and what's her face? I can't get her name in. I don't have her name right now. Or Nehemiah and Nehemiah and Melinda. Yes. Yes. I need physical touch. That I'm going to say. It's been so long. But then again, I'm not into the hooking up atmosphere. I'm not into that. So I'm not putting myself in those places and position to be like that. So that's why this journey is taking forever, because nobody wants to date that I'm attracted to. after that in there. And if they are talking to me, they're not really communicating very well. And it's like, okay, I don't know what this is. And I'm a person who has to be stimulated by communication. Like, seriously, like, I need to know you can talk. Because if I can't have a conversation with you, my God, it's not going to work out. The challenge, Debbie, if you remember The Real World on MTV and Road Rules, they have a challenge where the castmates get together and they compete in physical fitness competitions. Yeah, they're all physical or puzzle competitions. They then vote people in to then compete, see who stays, and by the end of it, someone's winning $1 million or $500,000. It's very much a Big Brother meets The Amazing Race meets Survivor meets reality TV. Yeah. It's very difficult. It is very difficult. It is very difficult because out here, it's a lot of mask for mask. I want a masculine bottom. He needs to act like a dude. I want a guy I can bring in front of my friends, that kind of bit. If there's some sort of femininity, it's like, goo. You know what I mean? And it's very annoying for me as a person because I'm in a place right now where I'm very happy with who I am and how I act and what I do. And so I don't want to be put in a position where I'm dating somebody and I'm having to not be who I am. And I was that person with a couple people who I dated out here who are now still trying to date me, but I won't do it. I even had a guy recently give me an ultimatum. I see you still do YouTube. You know, I'm not into that. You know, you always could move in with me in my house and be with me, but you'd have to give that up. I kid you not. And I was like, wow, you really fixed your mouth to say that shit? Yeah, it's not going to happen. I will be in the street before that takes place, girl. Like, the fuck? All of that. All of that. I had somebody who was a pastor today hit me up, child. And I was like, girl, what? Where's your wife? Jesus Christ. It's very annoying. And so I just don't feel like I should have to settle just to be okay or to get my fix as far as that's concerned with like dating and physical touch. I just don't feel that way. Like, why do I have to go into a hookup sphere and we have to have sex first in order for you to know if we're going to be a compatible match? I don't lead with that. That's not my thing. That's not, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really lead that way. It's so annoying. Unique. I'll be real with you, girl. I can find out so much in very little information, baby. And when I tell you all I needed was one thing, and then, pew, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I just can't. I know exactly what you mean. I'm very plus size and a bit more femme than mask. It's impossible to find someone who aren't like chubby chasers. Like, no thanks, don't fetishize me, please. And I can only imagine, Alexander, what you're going through with that. I see that happen through 1,000-Pound Sisters with Tammy Slayton being fetishized by men and her falling for it. And it's sad. And it's like, I know you're not in that same headspace as her. Like, she's really lost in the sauce. Like, that girl is lost in the sauce. She believes that our relationship is going to make her happy. And we've also heard her say that several times. Several times. Why don't they just want me to be happy? They do. They want you to lose the weight because that's what's really making you unhappy because you can't be mobile and do the things on your own. Whew. See, I got right back to the show again. What comes on tonight? Oh, that girl gave me a headache. I watch it for Amy and Chris. I love Chris so much. Chris is the brother. And he talks like this. I'm sick of Tammy. Tammy always been doing this. Hold up. Oh, my sister Tammy. She's over there. Get up doing this. I love Chris so much. He's a great big brother. I love his drive to do better and be better. And their new sister on the show, Amanda, is fucking amazing. Like, oh. But back to the dating thing again. I love Chris BB. Why do you think I got that voice down? Oh, goodness. Speaking of which, I need to take my medicine today. Oh yeah, it's 3:45, girl. I'm off time. And this is a high key kinky person. Sex comes way below personality, humor, and being able to be supportive part of my life. Yeah, like on a real note, Banjo, I thought that's something I needed to lead with, and then I got in a relationship where that's all it was. Could not. I needed to rest this downstairs. Okay, just wasn't going to work for me. My late husband was the only one who could handle me. I don't want to go through the dating process. Oh, Debbie, I'm too old for that stuff. I'm a unique individual. I always say leave your heart open for anything because something special can fall in there. But I also understand, but I love you, Deb. You know you have my mom's name too. So every time I see it, I always feel special. I do. Oh, I'm about to cry. But I understand that part too. Just for me in general, I guess someone asked me what my type was. It's not. Let me take this off. I don't want this up here anymore. Let me take this off. We just talking now. Um I have an idea, but then I tell myself the idea doesn't always come out the way you think it's going to come out. So be open to anything, right? Um I'm a little bit of an, exactly here, this part right here. I like this simmer. No one needs to handle you because you're not a handful, okay? You're you. That part. Somebody that's not going to handle you, somebody that is just going to hold your hand through any handle, okay? If I can't have you, I'll just be single for the rest of my life living a 2000 R&B song, Lord, okay? Oh, Debbie, my mom says the same thing. I wish that she would let go and take a chance. It will happen for you. It's right unless you are truly happy with the status quo. You know what? I'm going to be very open and vulnerable in this moment with y'all right now. You know I am. My when my mom and my dad separated, my mother still loved my father even though he cheated on her multiple times, even got married behind her, still would call my mom and say he loved her even though he was married to somebody else, but my dad would play with my mom's feelings. And my mom unfortunately passed away um while still loving my dad, and it breaks my brothers and me heart all the time. Like we hated that my mom had to leave earth that way because my mom was beautiful and she honestly could have gotten anybody else that she wanted to, but something about my dad kept a hold on her, and she was going through her illness, y'all know of ALS, and she was really suffering, and there were people before that even happened that were trying to talk to my mom, and she just wasn't having it. And it really made me sad because I wanted my mom to be happy, and she was happy. She was happy by herself. She didn't need a man to be happy, absolutely not. But it was just a moment of seeing somebody not be able to let something go because of the time that they went through with that person, and they just couldn't accept somebody else entering their life. And I hated that for my mom. And so I say that to Debbie now and anybody else feeling that way. Like, please don't think that whatever it was the last that it will be. Because sometimes I wake up like that. Like, was the last relationship that I was in gonna be the last one ever? Will no one ever like me again? Or this, that, and the other. I have those toxic moments of thinking. And I have to tell myself, are you crazy, Matty? Like, what are we doing here? Um Yeah, I'm definitely changing the title of this video. I'm definitely changing the title of this video up and putting a note in the description and the note section. By the way, after an hour and 20 minutes, we go into a live chat. So please, dear God, do not think I just got you here just to talk about random stuff. I'm attracted to somebody who's confident but not cocky. I'm attracted to somebody who um, is active, likes to work out but does not need to look like an entire bodybuilder. Like I personally am such a fan of the dad bod, low key, honestly. I like chest and arms. It's just my physical thing. But I'm entertained or interested in multiple bodies. I like it when it looks like somebody does more than just sit down. That's just me personally, because I like to go running. I like to do active stuff. I like to go work out. I'm currently working out 3 times a week now. I'm trying to change it to 4 if I'm being a little lazy. I like that kind of spiel, to feel like I could go running with somebody, or I can get on a bike and do something with somebody, something physical. So I prefer that. Um, Someone who's going to laugh at my jokes even when they're not funny, that appreciates my corniness, that accepts my nerdydom, that could also be a nerd too. I just don't want to deal with what I've already dealt with. Because I dealt with a lot of, I don't like you gaming, so I stopped gaming. I don't like how you sound, so I changed my voice up. I don't like that your body's a little hairy, so I shaved every single day. I did a lot for a lot of people who I dated. And sometimes I was a butt myself because I was so frustrated I couldn't be myself, and I took it out in other ways with them. So I wasn't a complete peach, but there is nothing worse than changing up who you are for another person. And I did a lot of that. And so now I just refuse to do it. And it's been kind of lonely, but it's also a good lonely, because I'm good. Like, I'd rather be myself than just pretend to help someone feel better or whatever. I've literally had people like walk up to me, God, you look so good, man, but I fucking hate how your voice sounds. If you'd only lower your voice, man, I'd treat you the world. I've literally had someone do that to me. Like, stop me. You are oh, I hate your how you sound. Oh. Or, you know, the light skin thing, I don't like either. Like, it really fucks me up when someone's like, you're just my type, you're light skin. Oh no, baby. I don't, nope. Do not fetishize me. Don't do that. Please don't do that. See, I know it's not. But that's the thing. It's like, whatever someone's insecurities are, a lot of the times when I was growing up and I was dating, because I am a relationship person, I am a caregiver in a relationship. If you was my baby and we are together, I'm cooking. I am going to be asking you your day. We are going to be hugged up in that bed, legs wrapped around each other, all that kind of shit. I'm going to be up underneath you. You know what I'm saying? You will know I fucking love you. I do those kind of things for people. And so when I can't do those things because this person wants that or this person wants this, now I'm sort of compromising in those situations. It just makes me feel sad. So now lately it's like, hey, I'm personally would like to do, you know, I need someone who's just going to take me seriously. And also with this YouTube gig, this is not for shits and giggles. You know what I mean? I need someone who's going to be my ride or die through all of my stuff. But yeah, I personally, it'd be nice for someone to be taking me seriously right now, because I am financially capable of dating. I used to not be. Now I am. I'm financially capable of dating, meaning I can gift, receive, all that kind of stuff, help do all that. But also, you know, I'm kind of sexy and hot, like for real. Like, I even tell me that, like, bitch, I look, girl, when I take off my clothes, I am done. Like, what? Even with them on, I am what? You know what I mean? So, but that's why nowadays I'm very open with it by saying, I'm on YouTube. If you just want to hear what my voice sounds like or anything about me to a certain extent, because when I'm not on camera, I'm a little bit more low key. But if you want to get an idea, go to the channel. And then when we get to the channel, that's when people are like, oh, he's too gay. And it's like, oh, okay. When it'll happen when it happens. It'll happen when it happens, y'all. But right now it'd be really nice, because I'd love to have somebody to share my day with, that I get to talk about all my problems with, that's not just a friend. And I'm always here to do that with my friends, but it's something about somebody when you're in a relationship who you feel is like your second half, that you can just conquer things with. And I've always dreamed that for myself, is to be, in something like that. So yeah. Yeah. I like your approach, Maddie. I'm now thinking, who do I want to be in a relationship instead of focusing more on the traits of the other person? Yeah, I really, here's the thing. If you can make me laugh, you've already sold me half the way. Because I have this thing about guys that make me laugh. Like, if I think you're funny, because I'm very critical of humor. So if you make me giggle, it's like, you got me. But also, can you have a conversation back and forth? I need someone who's going to volley with me, like if we talk about things. And even if we don't agree on stuff, you can still be okay with us not agreeing because I'm good with that normally. It's even though we got in an argument about whatever, we come back and say, I love you, and I love you too. But I don't agree with you, and I know. I know. We'll let it go. Yeah, so it's a little tough, but I have hopes in terms of it, especially with me being in the public now with YouTube. That's definitely been a little bit of a hindrance because people feel like I'm going to make the relationship a part of the channel. And after that last time where I tried to include somebody because I was so happy, and all those the way he talked about me afterwards was so horrible and it really hurt my feelings. I never dragged the guy, and he was dragging me like a piece of shit all over. Had so many people tell me about that, like, didn't you used to, or he was talking badly about you, he was talking to somebody that I was like, what? He's lying. He's like, nah, bitch, I'll get that girl on the phone right now and they will tell me everything you said at that party you were at, baby. Because I really didn't understand why my name needed to be brought back up when you were trying to end it so amicably. But yeah, either way, I have hopes. I have high hopes. Yeah, high hopes. High hopes. High hopes. I have high hopes. High hopes. I believe that there's always someone for each one of us in the right time and in the right place. Just don't settle that part. Let's just keep the faith. That's all I can do. Is I can keep the faith and I can continue to work out so I can keep my body ready for whoever's gonna get it. Off topic. I mean, we've been off topic. Maddie babe, off topic sort of. Are you staying in Houston? Yeah, I'm living in Houston now. What I'm gonna do, me and Mimi Cherry actually talked about this because I have a bad habit of jumping the gun a lot, or sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Getting very excited for things and then just running. You know what I mean? And I want to be smart, not only for my financial stability in the future going forward as a grown man and as an adult. Y'all know I've had people write blogs about me and just drag me to kingdom come. Okay. Me and Mimi talked about this because I was at first like, I'm going to move back to LA this year. And then we talked about money. We started putting things down. We, discussed, okay, Matt, think of the plan. Think of the big picture here. Like, we need to establish some more things because of how in your 20s you weren't really giving a damn. And now you're giving a damn. So each day my credit score goes up. I'm happy about that. But I still need to handle some business. I still need to fix a couple of things on my record. I still need to establish some more credit history. I need to get some things lined up because if I move back to LA, why would I want to go back in the worst possible way? I have money to fly. I can visit. I can go when it's time, when there's an event or some sort of gig is happening. Or if they're like, hey, we need to film. We need filming, Maddie. Would you be able to run out here? Yeah, girl, I can get a good old round trip ticket for $150. What's up? That's how I'm having to look at things right now. So for me personally, this year, and me and Mimi are going to be working on this. I feel like I want to talk to Mimi more about this, but she'd be busy. But I need to get a solo place out here. Right now, I got a roommate, and it's one of my good friends. I currently am paying for 2 rooms in this 3-bedroom right now. This room I'm in now is for filming. My other room is where I sleep. But that's been great to build my credit because honestly, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've actually been building it up since last year, and I'm quite thankful for where it's at now. Trust me. But I want it to be in a really, really good place. So Mimi suggested, as well as me thinking and going, this makes more sense to stay here another year and establish some rental history, me specifically, not as a roommate, but like me on my own, and then start to really take that year to get into the mindset of paying things and doing things correctly without being overwhelmed because I am bad at managing my funds. Some people aren't. Some people are very good at what they do. I'm personally one of those people who is a little generous. Mimi will tell you, when I get the dollar, I'm like, okay, you get some, you get some, you get, that's how it goes. I'm about to buy you, I'm about to do, yeah. And that happens with me. Like even now for the month of January, and Mimi knows as we talked about this, I've stopped doing certain things that were costing me a lot of money because I need the bigger picture to work out a little bit faster than slower here. Like, yeah, I can do the stuff that I want to do, but let me focus on one thing first. Let me focus, let me focus, let me focus. So unfortunately, Maddie has a little trouble with coins, which is why normally if I'm ever in a relationship, that's the bank, because baby, we having to handle my coins. I'd be terrible with it. I'm terrible with money. Terrible. So yeah, we're going to take this year as a way of establishing some more credit. We're going to take this year as a way of establishing some better rental history. We're going to take this year of building. We're building, we're building, we're building. So that's what I'm going to do. I have no shame in that at all. No one can make me feel bad for the decisions I've made. I am not a failure in any way possible. I have achieved and succeeded so many things last year, the year before that, and currently in this fucking month of January. You know what I'm saying? So coming back here was smart. This was the best thing to do for me, so that way I can get me together. But I'll tell you this, since I've been here, and Mimi quote me on it, I ain't asked not a soul in my family for one penny. I have not needed to ask them for anything. I have not done anything on that accord to even go there. My family barely even hears from me. When I came back to Houston after LA, I didn't come back the way I left Houston going to LA. I came back after what LA did for me. You know what I'm saying? Um, Seriously, I'm being very serious. Like, Mimi, you know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. When I left and I came back, I was a whole nother person. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, love. Um, Hold on, I gotta give Mimi. I can testify because my sister be there. That part. My father has to call me. Okay, like I don't even be doing that. I just want to ask him because you said you were coming here to LA this year, so I was going to say, don't find someone to date. Work on you, get a place first. Say yes, yeah, yeah. I'm just tired of not really following through and jumping too quickly. So I'm about to build a better foundation. Mm, If people are mad about that, that's not my problem. That's them. I really don't give a fuck. I plan to do many things and big things, and those things will happen. So you either can follow along for the journey, or you can just get the fuck behind me. But I'm taking you with me if you want to go. That is a promise. Yeah, but that's what we're gonna do. I don't want to go too long with this. It's already been 2.5 hours here, and you'll know I can just talk forever. I can just talk forever. Yeah. And it's not even me like needing a man or wanting to have someone in a relationship. I just like the fact that I have somebody next to me who sees what I'm going through, that's a physical cheerleader. That kind of bit, you know? Yeah. You're the last person I think of as a failure. I actually admire you for handling things the way you have been. I always will invest in you. And I thank you. And even when we don't agree, I appreciate your opinions and your commentary and as well. And that's why I stopped commenting on the panel video. And I think I'm going to have to just start doing that in general, unless I see something really sweet and I just comment on it. I'm not going to take away y'all's opinions, even when you don't agree with me. I have to stop doing that. Now, if you say some slanderous ass shit, that's going to be removed because I don't deal with bullshit like that. So nah. But I appreciate everybody for being there. Yeah. Flat shoes, white socks. Not supposed to wear white socks and flat shoes in the church. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see this. I mean, this year, y'all know I almost died last year, so like by all means, what can happen this year? Truthfully, I almost did. I almost hit the bucket last year. Um, yeah. She posted on Twitter, "Ooh, they were heels, them slippers. I thought those were Amberlynn Reid shoes, Alti. Nah, no shade, a little bit. That 6 millimeter. So she had on lifts, a little Dr. Scholl's inserts. That's what it said. Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, okay, let's wrap this up. I need to go. I got to get some things together. I do appreciate everybody for talking with me today and just listening to me speak. Again, I will change up this title so that way no one thinks I just brought them here for like random conversation. But you know, this is a chat. That's why I didn't even do review. It's live chat. So we talk today. Let's see here. Go ahead. Sometimes when I'm depressed, I have to think about the reasons I even bother, even the small ones. One of them is knowing that I want to see what you'll upload next. In case the girls say I'm not crying when I do. No, you're fine. That just touched me. I'm sorry. That touched me. That's not like a sad cry. That's a I'll start doing more kitchen table talk lives, y'all. That won't be memberships for that. We'll just where we have our conversations for the day. I'm gonna start doing that with y'all. I think that's fair. I think that should be like a midday Wednesday thing. um, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, this is good. Get your face together. Get your face. Get your face together. Get it. Oh my God. You, Maddie, I followed you for years, but you recently started joining the lives. Still new to the comments. I'm thankful and appreciative of things that. Thank you, Tricky Notes. I remember going to DragCon and this mother walked up to me and her son follows my channel, and she told me how he was really going through a tough time and how I really helped him out. And I get emotional because this is stuff my mom told me I was going to do before she left this earth. And that's why I always cry. Because, you know, she was my favorite person in the world. And so when y'all tell me these things, it pulls me back into a place where my mama will always tell me, because some of y'all know, like, I did not have, my childhood was very off and on, where there were blessings, but there was a lot of pain because I was dealing with who I was as a person. And the fact that I was being threatened to be hurt because I was gay and I was having to fight all the time. It was just so much. And so my mom was my biggest cheerleader, and she would always watch CNN and say, I saw Don Lemon today. I see you in his position, but I think you're better than Don. He's sometimes pretentious. And I would be like, Mom, I am not Don Lemon. And she'd be like, no, for real. One day you're going to touch the world. And so when y'all tell me this stuff, I get emotional. I do. I get emotional. Because it's not like I don't get on here and I don't bullshit, which is why when people say be authentic, I'm like, honey, I'm about one of the most real motherfuckers you'll ever get. Period. This is me all day. But yeah, it really brings me back to what she told me was going to happen, that is now happening, that continues to happen. And it's a reminder to get the fuck up. I promise y'all, sometimes I'll sit in that bed and be like, I don't know, man. But I'm like, my rant pack is ready. We got to go. We have shit to do today. We got shit to do today. And so we gonna motherfucking do it. 2019, 2020 was super hard for me. You lifted me out of that depression so many times. You helped me because I'm more confident, engaging with people and your people. That's a gift that very few can give. Cry, baby. My mama gone too, but you bring me peace, happiness, and sanctuary. I hope I can do this one day on a really big platform and like and the world can feel that kind of feeling. Like for real though, I've literally would pray to God when I was a kid. All I want to do is entertain the world. That would be my prayer every single night. I just want to make people laugh, I want to make people cry, I want to make people happy. That's all I wanted to do. I said what, and I would say to God, in whatever way, in whatever vessel that you need to use me, I just want to bring light. Because when I was growing up, I didn't have that. And so I'd rather everybody else be happy. And here we are today. So it's crazy. Crazy. Good night, Matty. It's all only up from here. It's been real fun when we value you. Things can always be fun in games, but we stay exactly. Y'all know I love to cut up, but in reality, I have a feeling. I understand what y'all are going through. I'm not the same person. I can never be there, but I have an understanding of that pressure and the feeling behind trying to just make it and do what you got to do. Your mom's still very proud of you. You're a real wonderful light in our lives. I wish y'all could have met her. Ooh, Deborah. If my mama was still alive today, all tea, I would make it a weekly episodes with me and my mom. I put that on God. I would have my mother on this show for sure. You think I'm funny? She is so corny, but she was so funny. My mom had the worst and the best jokes ever. I get all my humor from her. But yeah. Okay, I almost apologize, but I'm not going to do that because I know y'all hate it when I apologize after I get upset. It's a trauma response, and I've learned that from my last therapy session that I say I'm sorry from a traumatic events because when I did cry, I would be scolded for it or I'd be hit even harder. So I'm not going to say it now. I appreciate all the nice things y'all have said today. I really do. I really, really do. I get on here every day for y'all. I do everything I can for you. I also do it for myself as well, for my friends and for the legacy my mom put on me as well as what she gave me. Okay. I used to watch my mom make people so happy just by her talking about random stuff. So I feel like I'm doing that now with y'all, and I'm appreciative of it. And of course, reviewing my favorite shows and talking about that with y'all as well. So if you made it to this long portion of the video, if you made it all the way here after an hour and 20 minutes of a cast reveal, then this is rant pack stuff right now. This is what I live for. This makes me happy. Sometimes you don't really overcome it, Minnow. It's not about overcoming loss. It's about accepting what has happened and cherishing the moments from the person that you lost or the thing that you lost, really the person, and holding those to the forefront. Not the negative days, not the bad stuff, the stuff that actually make you happy. The things that were wonderful for you, you keep that. When I was watching Demon Slayer yesterday, there's a scene with Nezuko and our boy, I forget what Tanjiro here. He was trying to calm his sister down. And he starts singing a song to his sister that his mother would have sang. And she finally gets out of her rage state and she looks up, and her mom, who's unfortunately passed away, is sitting over her, and she's singing the song. And mind you, his sister has turned into this half demon, so she loses her human, you know, thinking. But in that moment, she sobs and sobs and sobs because of remembering her mother. And when I tell you, I was no good. That scene killed me yesterday. I was sobbing. I was sobbing because for me, that's one of those moments where I'm like, I wish I could have that happen. You know what I'm saying? But it also, baby, you just got to hold those moments together and you just have to hold them tight and you cannot let go. You really have to. And you honestly, you never overcome it. You have to learn to deal and you have to learn to accept and you find the positive moments to be the best ones. You know what I mean? Me and my brothers, excuse me, and my sister still mourn my mother often. We are always reminded of her in some kind of way, in some sort of capacity, in some sort of spiel. We are always reminded of it because my mother had a huge impact on our lives. She wasn't just some lady. She literally did everything and then some for us. I watched my mom literally fall asleep at the wheel one time because she was so tired from taking care of everybody. And I had to grab the wheel and avoid an accident for her. Yeah, it's I know a lot of y'all may have people in your lives like that too. You know what I mean? Where somebody has just did everything they could for you, and you don't even know how you can repay them back. You don't think about that. You think about the good stuff, and that's what you hold on to. That is the thing. And it was Mimi's birthday last week, and Mimi will tell you she doesn't really celebrate her birthday. She hasn't had really good ones, which I hate to hear. Lord knows I can relate. But when my friend called me and said, Matty, can we do a live for my birthday? I dropped whatever I'm doing. Yeah, we can. Let's do it now. Whatever the fuck you want to talk about. I love you, sis. It's a wave. It's a wave. It hits all the time. I can't listen to um I can't listen to Gladys Knight without getting a little misty eyed because my mom loved her so much. There's certain songs I can't hear because they're her favorites. There's certain things that happen that just blow my mind. So yeah, it's a lot. Loss is love with nowhere to go. Time will heal you, and soon those things will make you sad. Will be happy memories. Ooh, I like that. That's a good blanket. I like that. Hmm. I love how we always go from me talking about something to do with Drag Race, then we get on TV shows, and then we get into personal stuff, and then it gets deep. I swear, I don't even be trying to do this. This is just how my life works. I promise you. I don't even be trying. It just happens. Ugh, it is okay to cry. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it's not okay to cry. That is one of the healthiest things anybody could do. You do know you can actually end up really hurting yourself by holding back your emotions. It causes more damage than good. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Feel your mom passed 14 years ago. Ironically, it's the anniversary. You always still feel the loss, sending healing. Yeah, like Jasmine, the day I almost died in the hospital was the day my mother died. The 10-year anniversary. When I told you I had to go to the hospital and they were giving me all that kind of stuff, that was the anniversary of my mother's passing. This last year when I damn near died. You want to talk about somebody who's like been thinking about a lot of stuff lately? Like that still blows my mind every time I see that date. And I'm like, that is the same date I had to go to the hospital. That is the same date they were like, oh my God, you almost lost it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yep. And I think my mom was like, I think my mama said, you got a lot more to do. You have a lot more years to go. And I'll be real with you. I'm very thankful that I did go to the hospital and I did get the treatment I needed to do because I had no idea I was in the condition I was in. Had no clue, not even inkling of it. And now that I know, I'm on the right path and my health has really risen up. Feel so much better now, honestly, about a lot of stuff. And yeah, just keep on fighting, babies. That's all you got to do. Keep on fighting. That's all you can do. Thank you, Jen, for still being here with us. And as a matter of fact, you know what? To say this here, because I know a lot of us have a lot of things we're going on. Thank you all for still being here with me, not just to watch so a brother can eat, but I'm talking about in general about being here in life and present in itself. Thank you for choosing to stay here. Thank you for making that great decision to try another day. Thank you for allowing yourself to be wrong. Thank you for allowing yourself to not look the best. Thank you for giving yourself a second fucking chance. In case no one told you that, you deserve to hear it. On a real note, a lot of people don't get that conversation enough. Thank you for again choosing to wake up. Thank you again for getting out of your bed. Thank you for walking, rolling, however you do your day. Thank you for doing it. It's hard, I know, and it is. And don't let nobody else tell you this any different. For real. Not everybody is blessed with the spirit of nothing but happiness. You know what I'm saying? Some people have to really fight for those days. They really do. A lot of us are really struggling right now. You got Omarion out here not making one hit album, but getting motherfuckers sick. Okay? You have people that are supposed to be your government officials making the worst decisions on your behalf. You got family that don't even understand what the hell you got to say. I get it. So I thank you for waking up another day and just trying again. Just trying again. Because who knows what tomorrow will bring. But bitch, I'll be there with you. I'll be there with you. Okay. Now I'm done. That I needed to say that because I always think about that. Like, bitch, it takes a lot sometimes for people to operate. You know what I'm saying? And people be acting like, oh, it's nothing, girl. You don't know what. All right, I'm outie. It's been 3 hours. I appreciate y'all so much. I have to change the title of this up so that I don't get a weird comment talking about, man, they don't know about these days. Y'all know about these days. Hit that like button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, if you want to get in the comment section and just tell everybody, by the way, after that 1 hour and 20 minutes, Matt goes in. Most of the things, that's fine too. This was a good one, and I appreciate y'all for just listening to me here. I really do. I really do. I appreciate it. Take care. I'm about to go watch another Karina Kaboom video. I need to finish the one I was watching earlier. I'm rooting for everybody on the show. I hope UK versus the world is super entertaining. I hope season 14 doesn't drag on too long and that every episode is fucking amazing. Bye, Matty 6mm. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly. Okay, let me end this with my theme music. For my Patreon people, I'm gonna make a note today because this has been a little emotional. I need a moment. I'll get to the reaction and the review tomorrow for YouTube. So yeah, if you watch Euphoria today, we'll talk about it tomorrow for the live. I'll see you then. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the best. Puss, puss, and all that.
Listen. Yeah.